Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN Studio for another 10th edition 40k Battle Report. We are buzzing, it's finally here. The balanced data slate and the changes in points have arrived. And from what we have seen in the last couple of days, because thanks to Games Workshop, we did have it advanced copy of the changes. We are very happy with what we have seen. So today we are actually going to try out some of the battle reports that you saw in the last couple of weeks, or two of the lists that you saw in the last couple of weeks. We are playing them again with the changes in points and the changes in rules. First of all, for the mission, we are playing Supply Drop, we are playing Search and Destroy Deployment, and we are playing Minefields as the extra perk for this mission. As you can see behind me, we have a beautiful battlefield. We have tried and laid out a sort of WTC layout, just because we are training for the Talavera Open in 2 months' time. So we thought, let's incorporate this change for the battlefield today. Then my opponent, let's start with him. The Wizard is back. Aaron is leading the Eldari. Ianden is here, and he is bringing, like I said, a list that we played about a month ago. DC was the commanding player for this list. We've got the Wraith Knight, we've got Wraiths. Now, this list has gone up in points, about 200 points if I'm not mistaken, roughly. So we are trying those changes. Obviously, it's probably like a unit less, and there is a change to Phantasm, which is quite big. So we're trying that out. And I myself have bought my personal Blood Angels, a fun favorite for a lot of you at home, and my list has gone down about 300 points, 320 points to be exact. So I've actually got couple of units that I'll go through when I actually explain my list, extra in my list. So I'm excited. No changes to Space Marines, which is another buff, which I'm excited about. So that's it. Let's see how this goes. I'm excited. We're buzzing. Let's go straight onto lists, and that's coming right up.
Alright guys, so yeah, the data slate has finally dropped. Eldari taking a big hit. Hopefully it's enough. I know I'm the one playing them, but I'm the one hoping that they have been toned down a lot. So again, we thought we'd play a very similar list to what DC played at the beginning of the edition, just to see how different they are. It's crazy that the Wraith Knight was 370, now he's 510, and had a whole bunch of changes and everything, but we'll see how well he does. So again, it's the Anden themed Wraith list with a few little extra units just to help play the mission. So today, the first one is my HQs. So I have a Farseer first on foot, just to help me with fortune and just use his ability. He's gone up a bit, 15 points, but I still think he's very good. Then I've got my Warlord, who's a Farseer Skyrunner, also gone up a little bit as well. He has the Phoenix Gem Enhancement, just to help him get back up if he does die on a 2-up. And the last character I have is a Spirit Seer, unchanged with points. I thought he'd go up, but he hasn't. I've also taken the Fate's Messenger here. Obviously, he's going to join the unit of Wraithguard. Wraithguard have gone up a bit, and we'll get to them in a second. And Fate's Messenger is not quite as good anymore because Devil Wounds have got a change, so changing to a 6 doesn't matter as much. But again, I want to see how he works in a post-Data Slate world, so I'll still be using him. Moving on to the rest of the list, I have 3 Solar Warwalkers. They've gone up as well, I believe 15 points each, but I've put a Bright Lance and a Missile Launch on each one. I still think that they're good units. I think the fact that War Gear is still effectively, well, not free, but all war gear cost the same effectively means that Eldar can take these, solo platforms with these really good guns. They still have their reroll to hit and wound, and I think that that's still really good. So I'm going to try them out. Then I've got that unit of 10 Wraithguard with the D-cannons, the Wraith cannons. Again, they've gone up, I think, 3 points per model. It's not a lot. And the fact that they can still Phantasm, they can still do a lot of their tricks, means that they're still pretty strong. We'll see how hard they are changed with the Dev Wound change, basically. Then I've got a unit of 5 Wraith Blades. I've taken the shield and the axe on them, and they're going to be riding in the Wave Serpent with 2 Bright Lances there. Again, nice little unit to go and take objectives, be quite tough as well, especially with that invul, and have a bit of combat in the list, which is nice, because there's no other real combat, so that's quite good. In addition to that, then we have a couple more units. First, let's just eat dessert. The Wraith Knight's still here. I want to test him. He's up to 510. You can no longer Overwatch because he is towering. You can no longer Phantasm him because he's a vehicle or monster, I'm not sure. And again, he's gone up a lot of points. There's a lot of changes. I'm taking him with a heavy Wraith Cannon as well, so his Dev Wounds no longer spill over. It doesn't count as mortals, basically. So there's a lot of changes. He's gone through a lot. The towering change as well. I have to tow into runes. I can't just shoot over. So we'll see how well he does. I think it's the final hurrah of the Wraith Knight for competitive play, but again, today in this list we'll see how he does. And lastly, I've got a Wraith Lord. This list originally had, I believe, 2 Wraith Lords and a Wraith Seer, but obviously with the points change, I think this list has changed about 200 points, so I'm not able to fit that guy or those 2 anymore. And he has double Bright Lance and obviously his Shuriken Catapults on there as well. And lastly, I have a unit of 5 Swooping Hawks. They are unchanged, but I still think they're very good for doing mission play. The redeploy I think is very powerful, and I think that's going to help me to score my tactical cards. So yeah, that's the Eldar. I'm very excited to play this game, and now we'll see what Mr. Pardo is taking with his Blood Angels.
Back with the Blood Angels and a big drop in points. Yes, I am happy, you guys are happy, and this is what we wanted. So, starting it all off, I am using the Gladius Strike Force. Obviously, who doesn't like advance and charging? Who doesn't like fall back, shoot and charging, and all the other goodness we receive? Especially those stratagems, they're just so much better. So, leading it all as my warlord, we have Dante himself. So, not much I can say. You can't upgrade a special character, but he does do the job, and he has gone down in points, which makes him quite interesting in this list. For my second HQ, we have a Sanguinary Priest with Jump Pack. Now, I have given him Artificer Armour because I just had 10 points spare. So just in case I need it, I know he already has the Feel No Pain, but a 2+ armor is always good. And he has also gone down in points. Then we move on to all the other units. First of all, we have 2 Brutalis Dreadnoughts. I love these guys. I love the rules they have. I love how resilient they are. I love how good they hit when they charge in. I can say when, because obviously in this edition it's very shooty, so it's quite difficult to get to that initial charge. But they have gone down, I think, 45 points each, which is a considerable drop. And from before having to maybe think about taking it or not, now it's something very interesting to actually think and say, maybe I incorporate these guys into the list, because when you incorporate their special rule of mortal wounds on the charge with the normal stratagem in the rulebook to actually get extra mortal wounds on the charge, they become very powerful. Then we have a unit of Eradicators, a unit of 3, and they've stayed in the same points, but obviously I have been using them a lot to bring them in from reserve and shoot at a target. With the reroll to hit and to wound, they are quite good. Then I have a big unit of Vanguard Veterans, a big unit of 10, and they've also, have they gone down in points? No, I think they've stayed the same. Not sure about this one, but still a big unit. Oh no, they have gone down in points. I've just remembered. They have gone down in points, and obviously when you incorporate the likes of Dante, the likes of Sanguinary Priest, they do become a menace. And they have jump packs, so they are quite fast on the battlefield. Then we have 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts with the Power Fist and the Multi-Melter. They've stayed in the same points. I was hoping for them to go down a bit in points, but they've stayed the same. And I've been using them a lot. Like I stated at the beginning, I wanted to use this list again because obviously I had used it about a month ago, and I wanted to see how different it was with the new points changes and errata changes. So they're in my list, 2 of them. Then we have a unit of 2 units of Infiltrators. So they've gone actually up in points, 10 points each per unit, if I'm not mistaken. But look, they still are very good on the battlefield. Obviously, just having that no zone where people can deep strike in, and the movability they have and how they can pre-deploy differently from other units, I still think they're very good in this list. Moving on to specific Blood Angel units, there is a unit of Death Company. They were quite good. They were probably the best Blood Angel specific unit. They've also gone down in points. So I'm looking forward to actually incorporating a second unit of Death Company. And Varius, if you're listening and watching, please paint 3 more so I can have 2 units of 5. Now, I've got Power Fists on them. I've got Thunder Hammers on them. And because we play strict WYSIWYG, sadly, I've got the pleb, what we call the pleb, just with a bolt pistol and chainsword. I have 2 infernal pistols on the Power Fist wielding Death Company models. Then, lastly, we have 2 units of Bladeguard Veterans. 2 units of 6, 2 big units of 6. Again, this is a unit that I've been using a lot. They've gone down in points as well, so I'm happy with that. And they'll probably be, again, coming in from reserve. They're quite resilient with their 4-up invulnerable save. So I normally move on to objectives or key locations on the battlefield. And they will be accompanied by 2 Primaris champions. 55 points each. They have stayed the same. I think they're quite well pointed anyway. And yeah, they will be attached obviously to the 2 Bladeguard units for some extra support if they get into the likes of character units and so on. So that is my list. I think it's gone down nearly 300 points. So very interesting. I basically get like the 2 infiltrator squads for free. I get the Eradicator squad for free. I get an extra enhancement for free from what I used before. So all in all, a good thing. Oath of Moment hasn't really been nerfed. There's still reroll to hit and to wound, and using the Gladius Strike Force is the way to go with a list like this. So with that said, you've seen both lists, you've seen the battlefield. Let's go straight onto war, and that's coming up next.
The Blood Angel thundered downward from the skies, the plume of smoke trailing from his jump pack as he caught the sight of his foe. Below him, a gathering of Xenos constructs marched in unison, clutching their blades that glowed with a frosted, menacing hue, their faceless forms giving off an eerie, expressionless absence of life. Moments later, with a heavy thud of cracking earth, the Astartes landed among them. He was quick to rise to his feet as the others of his chapter landed around him, their crimson armor a stark contrast to his golden plating, wrought in the image of the human form. Commander Dante led his warriors in a furious attack against the towering Eldari. They were not machines in the conventional understanding. As they hacked and cut their bodies, they splintered, more akin to bone than metal. The ancient Blood Angel's chapter master cared not, and only that the foul Xenos be purged in the name of the Emperor. The Space Marines ripped and tore through the enemy, leaving none standing. Without a word spoken, they took off once more into the skies.
The armies are deployed, the battlefield is ready, and we are ready for war. Blood Angels versus Eldari.
Yes.
Yanton to be exact.
Of course.
Always have to be exact. And yeah, exciting.
Very.
We have the first balanced data slate of 10th edition, much needed, and points drops and increases on multiple units. A lot. It is a lot. So, first of all, as we stated at the beginning, we are playing supply lines.
Supply drop.
Supply drop. And yeah, excited about that. We're going to explain that mission really quickly. Do you want to explain it?
Absolutely. So, in this mission, we have to roll for the objective markers in No Man's Land. One of them is going to be the Alpha, and one of them will be the Omega.
Yes.
The Alpha will leave at the start of the 4th battle round, and then the Omega will be the only one left in No Man's Land at the start of the 5th battle round. So we'll have to roll for that before we start the game.
Yes.
Which we can do now if you want.
Yeah, we can start now. Shall we do that?
Yeah,
Okay,
just
so
get that done,
do you want to roll? Let's roll for the first one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Perfect. This is for the Alpha.
Okay. So 4. So it's this one.
So this
Alpha
one
is
goes
the middle one.
first.
Okay, in turn
4. The
turn
start
4.
of turn 4.
Okay, and then turn 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one.
So
okay,
that
so
one
these
is the last one staying.
perfect. Staying. It's the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, as for terrain, before we go on to deployment, obviously, as you maybe know because of our social media posts, we are representing Team Gibraltar, and we're going to Talavera GT, which is a 600-man team event in Spain. And so we have basically designed this battlefield as close as possible to a medium-sized WTC terrain table as close as possible.
As much as
Obviously,
we can with the terrain, of course.
there's squares, knots, V's, and stuff like that. And we have closed off the bottom floor. Again, this is practice for us, and as well, it helps the game out because, as you know, even Games Workshop events around the world, they are basically closing off the whole, all windows, all doors.
Everything.
But we're just doing the bottom floor like WTC do. So just wanted to point that out. And things like this, what we're doing is the front V is closed, so front V closed, and on these side ones, we're doing the side one. So this one, and obviously that one over there. And 5 objectives on the table, 1 in no man's land, and then we've got like 1 in each of the table quarters. You won the first roll-off.
I did.
And you let me go first. You want to let me have the first drop.
Yes.
So with that said, let's go on to the Blood Angels first, and let's take a look at how we have deployed. So a lot of things in reserve, but I'm going to go with the things on the table first. So I've got the Bladeguard unit with the company champion holding this objective. Remember that the bottom floor is closed, so he won't be able to see me. We've got the second one, again, a mirrored image of that unit with the company champion, just making good use of this terrain, hoping to move up the table and hold one of the objectives. Then we've got the 2 contemptors, one on either side. Again, I'm trying to hide as much as possible using this terrain. Obviously, it's quite difficult, but I need to be a bit of aggressive. I haven't got a gun army. Haven't got a shooty army. I've got more close combat orientated army. So I need to be as aggressive as I can. Then I'm making the most of the 2 units of infiltrators. I do have an infiltrator squad here, using hiding behind that ruin, and I've got the other one holding this objective already on this objective on this corner of the battlefield. Again, hiding away because basically the ruins are closed.
Yep.
So let's take a look at the Yen then. Take us through.
Yeah,
Everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table. The Wraith Blades are in the transport, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've tried to make the most of the fact that you don't have a lot of guns, so I don't have to be too reserved where I hide. I've got my 2 Warwalkers here. They do scout moves, so they'll be going into quarters depending who goes first.
Okay.
And the Swooping Hawks hiding just behind. They're probably going to pull off at the end of the turn anyway to do actions.
Yep.
I've got the Wraith Knight here, so he's hidden with his gun behind the terrain, and he's very randomly 10 inches exactly to this ruin. Obviously, with new towering chains, I have to touch the ruin to shoot through.
Yes, which is a great change.
Exactly. So I can't just shoot through, I have to touch it. So he's 10 inches from that. Then I've got the unit of Wraithguard, 10 man. I've put 2 in the cover in case I believe that the only thing that can shoot them is the Contemptor.
Yes.
So 2 of them at least will be getting cover.
Okay.
And the rest of the unit will be there with the Wraiths here. I've got both Farseers in this building as well to give their buffs and to hold the backline. And then I've got the Wraith Lord and the Wave Serpent. They're here out of shooting range from the Contemptor, but being able to at least push this flank. I have the Wraith Blades in here, so I'm hoping to maybe move this Wave Serpent, and next turn get out with the Wraith Blades and have some combat. Yep. And again, the last Warwalker here to pre-game move, etc.
Basically, and I don't think you mentioned the Warwalkers on this side, right? Swooping Hawks and the Warwalkers. Did you mention it?
Yeah, I think they're the first thing I mentioned.
Okay,
but they're still there.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay.
So just to finish off, in my side, obviously in reserves, the only thing in reserves, we have a lot. We have the 2 Brutalis Dreadnoughts. Yeah. Obviously, I'm going to try my best to not get in shot off the table and trying a cheeky charge as they come in. Yep. And I also have a unit of Death Company and the big unit of Sanguinary Priest, Dante himself, and the Vanguard Veteran.
It's a big unit.
It's a big unit.
And
now, Dante gives a +1 to charges.
He does.
So I'm going to try and have that cheeky 8-inch charge. Now, you do have Phantasm.
I do, only on the infantry.
Only on the infantry. So I can't target the likes of the Wraith, the
Warwalkers, the Wraith Knight, the Wraith Lord, the Wave Serpent.
There is a lot.
You have
there is a lot.
targets.
Perfect. Okay, so with that said, I think it's now time for the all-important roll. Let's roll off. Let's see who goes first.
Yes.
I want to roll off. I want to go first. I want to hide.
I want to go first. I want to shoot.
Okay. So
I go first?
Yep, you go first.
A1.
A1. Okay, can't see that, but it was a 1. Let's believe the wizard. And I will roll A6.
So you are going
opposite
first.
Of a 1. For those of you who don't know how to count, that is the opposite of a 1. In number 6. Okay, so Blood Angels going first. Movement over for the Blood Angels on turn 1. And basically it's going to be a very, very short turn because there's hardly any shooting. Or no, there's no shooting. I can confirm that already. So let me take you through the movement. So obviously the 2 Warwalkers have Scout moved up 9 inches, I think.
9 inches.
So what that means is that I can't really hide for them next turn. So I thought, look, I'll move them forward. I have more objectives secured than him, and then he'll be able to shoot me anyway. So I thought, look, let's contest for that objective before basically he shoots. The other thing is that if he doesn't get closer, I can then start getting closer with the Contemptor, which has moved to 6 inches up, making good use of the ruin as well to hide away. This one has moved up within 3 inches, and at the end of my turn, he actually used a CP to Phantasm with that infantry unit, and has moved up to deny me Area Denial, which is one of the cards I got. So talking about the cards, Area Denial and Engage All Fronts.
Not bad.
2 good cards. I will be scoring both of them. I won't be scoring the big points for Area Denial because he has moved within 6 inches of that objective, giving me a 10-inch charge on the Contemptor. But look, at the end of the day, I will get some points for being within 3 inches of it, and no enemy units being within there. The Bladeguard unit has moved up, trying to hide as much as possible from the enemy shooting, and the rest have stayed put. I've got the Infiltrators and the Bladeguard on each of the corners staying put. No shooting. Now, the charge. I'm going to think about it a bit more. Charge-wise, if I charge you, you can't Overwatch, for starters, because you can't see you. I need a 10-inch charge. Getting in, I don't think you can kill me. I probably can't do that much damage to you. I will be scoring still Area Denial, but the other thing is that you will have to use a CP to actually fall back and shoot next turn. So that will make you shoot. So I don't think there's a negative to charge. So I'll let the dice decide.
Okay.
Are you doing anything? I thought you were.
No, I was saying that there is, if you wanted there is one negative.
Yes.
Which is you get back on a 2-up, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna struggle killing you.
Yes.
If you're there, I can then hit you with the Wraith Blades or with the Wraith Lord.
Yeah.
Which give me a chance at full killing you.
Okay.
It's a chance, but I'm just saying in case.
I think I'm going to make you use that
CP. Okay, perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to let the dice gods decide. A 10. That is a 7. That is not a charge. I won't re-roll, obviously, and that is the end of my turn 1.
There we go.
There we go. On to Eldari turn 1, coming up next. Turn 1, Eldari, movement now over. He's taken about 30 minutes because he is playing the WT Finals. And just joking. Okay, so a lot happening, a lot of crucial movement, obviously, because he doesn't want to get assaulted by a lot of things. And it's quite important to actually do. Have you spent any CP?
No, not this time. Phantasm your turn.
And command phase, anything happened?
Fortune and Guide.
And both happened. And that's -1 damage.
-1 to wound.
-1 to wound, yeah.
And then Guide, which would be all hits on the Wraith Knight.
On Wraith Knight. And a cool thing is that you don't need to see the models to do it.
It's true.
Which is so cool. Okay, and a 2-up to do, which is amazing. Okay, take us through your movement first and why you've actually moved, because it's been quite interesting to see you move.
Yeah, so again, I know you like to make jokes, but I try and play the best that I can. So the first thing I've done is I drew with my cards Assassinate and Cleanse.
Yes, that's quite important to mention.
So Assassinate's really bad, but it's okay. Cleanse is good. So I have a couple of options that could cleanse depending how it goes.
Yes.
So what I've done is I move my Swooping Hawks here to screen for your next turn. Obviously, we'll deal with the Death Company now, but this is just to try and protect the characters for a bit, protect the Wraith Knight a little bit from the big units. What I'm scared of, the big Dante unit.
Yeah, the deep striking one.
And then so that's what they came. This Warwalker's come here in order to try and cleanse. I'll have to clear out the Infiltrators, but hopefully that's the job of the Wraith Knight.
Okay.
In order to start cleansing that objective. The other Warwalkers come forward to get some shots into the Bladeguard or into the Contempt or whatever I need.
Yeah, he's touching the base, as you can see now, with the big Wraith Knight as well.
The Wraith Knight, so they can see just him though.
Yes,
you can't see
the rest
This is the first thing with Change of Towering, so only can see through this. The Wraith Guard have come forward.
Which is a big, sorry, I just want to stop you there. It's a massive change, because he would have been able to see everything on the table right now.
Those guys in there, everything, which is obviously
not these guys, because the bottom floor would be.
So if you can draw through the top floor, then yeah,
and see line sight. But he would be able to see, for example,
them for sure.
This one is crazy.
It's really cool. But yeah, so I move forward with the Wraith Guard. I've got 3 on the objective, 3 in the range of the objective, just to deny you the primary, because I do know the Contemptor can come back.
OC3 and OC3 as well.
Exactly. So if the Contemptor does come back, at least at that point, you won't get the primary that turn.
Okay.
The rest of them are just a bit defensive, so that obviously next turn I'm hoping to Phantasm to try and get away from danger. I've got the Wave Serpent story here, just seeing into these Bladeguard here.
Okay.
Same thing with the Wraith Lord, and then this Warwalker's also stayed back. I cannot really contest his primary, so I'll let you have it.
For now.
For now,
but he's nearly there now.
the Wraith Blades is my plan.
Yes, yeah.
And then so he's here to hopefully try and if I can kill at least maybe 4 of those Blade Guard.
Yeah, that's a lot less attacks
I'd be
for
much
the next
happy.
one.
I'd be very happy. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so I think that's more or less the movement and the command phase. You've seen the cards. Shooting time. Let's go. Shooting time we go. And before that, we did mention it briefly, but we didn't say it,
was a tease,
officially. So I used 1 CP for rapid ingress. So basically these guys are now here. Only one of the swooping hawks can shoot at it, so you might as well, if they're in range, you can shoot at it. The rest basically can't do a lot of damage to him. So let's see how that goes. Testing things out. Let's go on to shooting. So 3 Wraith.
Yeah, 3 Wraith Guard can see into your contemptor.
Okay, so let's do this. Hitting on
3s. This
3
is a
hits.
lethal hit.
Okay, so automatically wounds, yeah.
And then I am strength 14,
Yes.
so 3 to wound.
Yes, you are.
And I can change 1 to a 6, so I will change this one to a 6. So 2 saves and then 1 new dev wound.
Yes. So before that, I just want to point out that I didn't put Oath of Moment on anything.
Oh, yeah,
basically-
your turn. What
because
do you want?
basically, no.
Oh, it doesn't matter,
There was nothing that I was going to shoot at, so basically, and nothing that I was going to go into combat with. Okay, so tell me what's happening here. So 1 is mortal wounds,
One
right?
is the, well, not mortal wounds now. They're no saves because death wounds change.
Yeah.
But you have 2 saves at AP4.
AP4, so 5 ups, invulnerable saves. Here we go. That is 2 saves there.
All right. So just D6 damage, basically.
Yeah.
So 1.
Here's the big one. Okay, so I'm just going to put a 1 for now, then we'll move it.
Okay.
And yeah, what else are you going to fire?
So we'll just go with the 2 Bright Lances from here
Yes,
into the Blade Guard.
into the Bladeguard. Okay,
Yeah, well, it's 1. I think it's 1 Bright Lance and then 1 Shuriken Cannon.
I think so too.
Yeah, because it's twin-linked Bright Lance. There we go. It's twin Bright Lance. So hitting on 3s with a reroll twin hits.
Okay.
Strength 12, so 2s. 1 wound on your
4
roll.
up, 4 up invulnerable save. That is a 1.
1
so
or 2 dead. D6.
1 is D6 plus 2. So 1's dead, okay.
Okay. And then the Shuriken Cannon, which is 3 shots. Reroll. I haven't used my reroll yet. 3 hits.
Because you reroll 1
One
hit
hit
and 1 wound. Because you're just Eldari, right? Eldari.
Battle Host, I think it's called.
Yep.
And then Strength 6, Toughness
Toughness is 4. Normal Marine.
3s, and then 1 Eldari I haven't used. So 2 saves
Minus?
at AP 1 damage 2. So cover, so your normal save.
So 3 up saves.
Damage 2.
1 wound, so damage 2 would make take me to 1 wound remaining.
Okay, so that's that from this guy.
Yep.
We will
Got
go.
the Warwalker as well.
We'll go with this Warwalker here.
Okay.
Because I can, this Warwalker will start with his missile launcher,
Lovely.
and we will fire the Star Shot, so the big one.
Okay.
So hitting on a 3, or 4 maybe. Yeah, it's 4.
It's a hit.
He hits. And wounding you on a 2, so 10. Is that a
That's a 2.
That's a
Yes.
wound.
Minus?
Minus is 2.
So minus 1, so
If you
that's
take the cover guy, yeah.
still a 4 up. That's a plus.
Okay. And then the Bright Lance,
Yes, sir. Hitting on the 3s again.
I'm just going to check if my little thing's in range. Shuriken Catapult's 18. Yes. So I'll do the catapult first because 1 guy and 1 wound, might as well.
Lovely.
So 2 shots each.
So it's got 2 shrieking catapults.
2,
as well.
which are the little. Oh no,
Little-
this is a Wraith Lord. I'm
Yeah, it's a
I'm
Wraith
looking
Lord
at the
that has it,
Wraith
yeah.
Lord profile. and
Just because the
reading
guns
out
are you can't have those guns on it. So
This one does
Okay,
hit on 3s.
so Dark Lance.
Black Lance hitting on 3s. Hits.
That's a hit.
2's to wound.
2's to wound. That is a wound.
Cockpit, yeah.
That's okay. We'll
Okay.
leave it for things like that. We'll leave
Perfect,
it.
I will
So
do that.
4 up is a pass.
You're good.
Okay.
So now I'll do the Wraith Lord.
Okay. And the Wraith Lord can see.
Yes, he can just see straight. This guy's touching the base there, so he can see.
Okay.
Then we'll start with the Shuriken thingies. I think I'm an 18.
Are you sure you can see?
Yeah, because this gun here, can
Yes.
see, he's touching the base, so I can see him.
What base is he touching?
He's touching. Oh,
No, he's not
is he
touching. No, he's not touching.
Oh.
He's not touching.
My bad. Then I.
He's not touching anyway.
I thought he was touching.
No,
'cause
no,
he's
no,
slanted. My
I
bad.
wouldn't be silly enough to do that.
Okay, then don't worry.
Yeah.
Ignore me. Ignore me.
Okay. So what else have we got? We've got the Wraith Knight and these two.
Yeah. Well,
Warwalkers.
this guy will shoot there then, because
Okay.
that's all he can see.
Yep. Perfect.
So we'll do 2 Bright Lances, 2 hits,
Yes, sir.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 5 ups.
Yep.
So 1 passed.
D6 plus 2. How many wounds has he got left?
He's got 9 wounds
9
left.
wounds, so I can do 8 damage to him, so it's not worth it, so just roll it. So that's 8 damage.
Okay. So he's down to 1 wound remaining. I'll leave
Okay.
that dice there.
Perfect. Then I'm...
You do have these 3.
Yeah, I'm going to have a little
fire.
think, actually.
Okay, we'll have a little thing from the wizard, and we'll come back in just a second. He's had a think. He is not going to go for cleanse. So, first of all, we're going to start with this Warwalker. He just about sees the Blade Guard on this
Yes.
side, so he's going to fire into them.
Yep. So we'll start with the missile launcher,
Okay,
which is a hit.
Perfect.
And then is a wound.
Okay, minus
Is 2.
minus 2, so 4 up. That is a cocked.
Okay.
So that goes through. So that
D6,
one,
so we'll just get that one back.
one does die.
The Bright Lance.
Yep, come in.
Okay. That is a hit.
Lovely.
Wounding on a 2. That is a
That is a wound.
Bright Lance.
4 up. That is a dead
Dead
blade
guy.
guard.
Okay.
So
That's better.
let's get this one off. Okay, so 3 blade guard dead.
Yes.
1, 2, and 3.
So the guy far away might be able to see. Do you think that guy can see it, Mr. Pardew?
Who?
This guy here.
If you can, we
48.
have to measure it up and check. Let's have a look. We have checked line of sight.
Yes.
He does see just about. He actually sees the company Primaris company champion, which I wouldn't have been able to remove anyway.
He's
So here we go. So let's start shooting.
So we'll shoot with the Bright Lance first. How does that work?
Okay.
Hits. Wounds.
Wounds. Okay. So 4 plus. That is a 3. Goes
So
through.
1 dead.
Is it damage 3?
D6 plus 2.
Okay. So I'll take this one off.
And then the Missile Launcher, which is a hit. And strength 10, so 1 wound.
Yes, 1
AP
wound.
2, but you have cover.
Okay.
D6.
It would be good to pass one of these saves. It's 2. So 1 is wounded and 1 wound.
Okay.
Let's put him there. Perfect. And
Right.
now finishing
Yeah,
off your
so-
shooting phase. Finish off your turn, right?
Well,
maybe, unless you need to tank shock.
Yes.
So Wraith Knights.
Yeah, so Wraith Knight's going to put 1 heavy Wraith Cannon into this guy,
Okay.
and he's going to put the 2-star
Cannons,
whatever,
and the other one into the things. You're hitting on 3s, right?
Hitting on 3 is rerolling a bit.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling everything. Now I can leave the reroll to actually bring him back, or I can reroll the wounds he has. Is
I
that a
don't think you
thing?
can CP reroll him coming back.
Can't you?
No, it's the one. CP reroll has several things you can do, right? And
Okay,
that's
I'm not
specific thing.
Specific thing. Okay, I thought you could just reroll him. The other thing I could do, I can do smoke launches on here, or I could do, what else is there to do on there? -1 AP, which doesn't do it. What's the Star Cannon AP?
AP3.
AP3. So I can go to ground for 1 CP and act like I'm in cover, so I'll get a 5 up. No, because I would get a, yes, so that
Yes,
would
you get a
become
5 up.
AP2, so I'll get a 5 up. And you've shot with everything, right?
Just him left, right? I'm pretty sure I've shot with
And
everything
what
else.
has the big AP on the big cannon thing does?
AP4,
AP4, so I still get a 6 up.
if you go to cover.
I'm going to go to ground
Okay.
and try and survive with that unit.
Okay.
Let's do that.
So we'll start with the 1 cannon going there.
Perfect,
So D3 shots. 3.
obviously.
Hitting you on 3s
Lovely.
with 3 rolls or hit.
Yep.
And then I'll keep 1 aside for now.
Yep.
So wounding you on 2s.
2 wounds.
Actually, it might be not 2, but we reroll 1 because it's not 2. 3's 2 wound. And this one I'm just going to make an auto 6
Okay.
with my fate dice.
Yep, and
I'll use a 2 and then fast heal.
That will basically kill him, right?
Yeah, at least.
So what
2.
have you done with the fast hit, did you say?
So the fast here, when I'm within 12, can change a fate dice
Into 6,
Into
no?
a 6.
Okay.
So I've just used a 2, and it's going to count as a 6.
Okay.
So you take 2d6.
So he's dead.
Saves,
So I
yes.
roll, is it in now?
And the
The
phase
first time this model is destroyed, remove it from play without resolving the deadly demise ability. Then at the end of the phase,
Yeah.
roll 1d6. So,
Yeah, so
we might
technically,
as well do it now because there's nothing else that's
basically
going to
come up with a
basically
one.
shoot at it. It
Yeah,
was a 3, so he brings
So
up.
what does he have?
And now, how many wounds? I said a 1 off camera.
That's what I want.
Watch me do that. And then it
Okay,
hits.
the tank shock dream is
A1.
real.
A1, so we're going to leave that wound there.
The tank shock
Okay,
dream.
you're going to carry on shooting
Yes.
now into here.
So the heavy wraith cannon,
Yes.
D3 plus 1, so that's 3 shots because blast.
Yes.
So hitting you, you use go to ground, not smoke. Does that give you, no, it doesn't give you smoke, right? That's the smoke.
No, that gives me just if I am in cover, and it gives me a 6 up invulnerable fate. if I
So
need it.
3's rerolling.
We're rolling fully?
Yeah, guide.
Okay. Yes,
And
that's very
wounding
true.
you on 2s. So 3 adds your
3
6 up.
6 ups.
Yeah.
So 1
So 2
plus,
dead.
so 2 dead.
And the star cannons,
And then what do I get? I get feel no pain, don't I?
yeah, okay,
From them,
I'm 2d6
so-
damage each. So
okay,
the first one
let's-
is 6 damage.
I'm just going to roll 2 at a time. So I think it's 6
up,
plus,
6
isn't it? Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to roll 2 more, and he's dead. Okay.
And the
just
next
to make
one is 3 damage.
Ooh.
Could survive.
could have survived. So let's take that one and take that one off.
Okay.
Perfect.
Then there is 4 shots from the star cannons. Hitting on 3s, rolling. And wounding on 2, strike 8. So 2,
2.
8, 5 ups.
Can you re-roll one of those because of Eldari?
I re-rolled the 2 earlier.
Okay. So 5 ups, right?
Yeah.
Dun,
Because
dun, dun,
oh,
dun.
actually,
That's 2 fails anyway.
Do you mind? So your toughness is what? I'm strength 20 on the gun.
My
I wouldn't have rerolled the
toughness
2, right?
is 9.
I wouldn't have rerolled the
Okay,
2,
so you can reroll one of
Yeah,
these.
just in case. Okay, so
Okay,
one more save.
One save. Fail. So,
These are 2 damage each, so you could survive with a 6 up.
okay,
anyway.
so 2
3.
damage each. So 6 ups on the first one.
One's
One's
dead.
Second one. Oh, I saw the 6.
And the last one.
Come on, give me a 6, baby.
It's gonna be close.
No. Oh, how unlucky is that? So they are now removed from play. I'll
Okay.
just put them here on the side. And now we're going to go into a charge.
We are.
So catch you back in a second. Okay, we're back. And as you see, we have already moved him in because he used one of his fate dice. He used the 5,
I used the
right?
5 to get in.
Okay, so 1 less. And he's already in because he needed a 6-inch charge. So basically it was in. And now you need a 5, right?
Yes, so I have 3 dice,
Yes.
and I need 1 5.
Okay, let's see. Can't you use a fate dice here?
No, it's only certain rolls, and this is
Okay.
a tank shock roll.
Okay, so looking for 5.
Ooh, it's a 5.
That it is. So
One
that
more
is
wound.
him dead. Does he blow up? He doesn't. Okay, so I just needed anything but a 1, and that is what I got. So that is another unit destroyed.
I can control it to get onto
Perfect.
points, just like that. So at least I can control it and threaten you to come get me.
Perfecto. Okay, so that is the end of your turn. Now, at the beginning of my turn, I would need to battle shock there.
Yeah.
So
I will be discarding Assassinate, by the way.
Okay.
There's no reason that I'll do it. I will keep Cleanse for now. I think it's something I could do, and I'd rather
Not
draw
do.
one later, I think. So.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do a battle shock on this. I know it's the beginning of my turn, but it's easier for you guys to see. That is a 5. What is
battle shock?
my battle shock? Is leadership is 6. So that is a fail, unless I use his. Do I use his?
If his is 5, then you can use his.
Let's quickly check. Dun, 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 dun. Sanguinary priest. No, it's
is
not
the-
there. It's
what
this
is
one.
it?
The last card, obviously.
Of course. What's his?
So his leadership is no, it's still 6.
So that is
so they are battle shocked. Okay, so we'll put a little marker. I don't think there's anything else I need to roll for.
Nobody else should be battle script, I think, right?
No, nobody else will be battle. Okay, that's the end of my your turn. Did you
Yes.
score cleanse? No, you didn't do cleanse.
I've kept Cleanse because I think I can do it next
Yes,
turn.
but you've
I've
discarded
discarded
Assassinate.
Assassinate. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And you've got 1 CP for that. Perfect. On to my turn 2. Turn 2 for the Blood Angels. Everything now on the board. I've gone in aggressively.
Now we go.
It's now or never. And yeah, I just don't want to have like less on the table next turn and have like have to go for the game in with those charges next turn. So hopefully, if I don't make the charges, I survive and I'll get near to you. It's all like in my head.
Okay,
I have a little
good,
plan,
good.
but maybe it doesn't work. Normally, it doesn't work, but hopefully it does. So first of all, in the command phase, I have gone for the full rerolls of Oath to hit and to wound on the. I go Wraith Serpent or I go Wraith. I'm going to go with the Wraith Knight.
On the way thing.
On the Wraith Knight.
Okay.
Full rerolls to hit and to wound on that.
Perfect.
And then apart from that, my cards were Capture Enemy Outpost, which is a very, very difficult one. And I've gone for Cleanse,
Yes.
which is basically I need to do an action on one of the
So you can do
objectives.
with the infiltrators, right?
Yes, I've advanced with these, so I can't do it, right? When you advance?
You're also battle shocked.
I'm also battle shocked, which I forgot to put my token on. But anyway, I'll do Cleanse with my infiltrators there in the back lines, just in
This one?
case. That is the one.
Bang!
Perfect. And maybe we need another one. We'll go into that now. So I've gone into the Assault Doctrine, meaning I can advance and charge. I got a 6. I was lucky enough to get a 6 on these Blade Guards, so they're now moved up. What happens then is that this unit moved back at the end of my movement.
Declared Overwatch, which we'll get to, and then at the end of the movement, I Phantasm just away from these 2 in
Yes,
case
exactly.
you
Then
you go
these
full
guys
balls.
advanced up 15 inches, are going to charge into here. The Contemptor moved up. Now this was tricky because I wanted to bring the Brutalis. It's a 5-inch charge. I'm going to thank the dice gods at the end of this turn, maybe. I just want a good charge on him so I can move in the back, and then the Brutalis
This
can go
turn is either you make every charge or
yes,
no charges.
or no charges.
That's how it
It
works.
always happens. And then I advance these guys up just to get into the back objective. These guys have dropped in 9 inches away from the Wave Serpent, which has a special rule which we're going to go through now.
Yes.
And I do get +1 on the charge, so it's going to be an 8-inch charge on them. What are
Cool.
you doing?
Wave Serpent Shield.
Wave Serpent Shield.
Never
What
seen
does
it
that
before.
do?
So once per battle, select an enemy unit within 12 and visible on a roll a d6. On a 2-up, you suffer D3 mortals and must take a battle shot.
Okay. So
D3 mortals?
D3 mortals.
One die, feel no pain.
Feel no pain. It's 3 mortal wounds, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 5 ups. That is one
I
dead
killed one.
anyway.
Haha.
So I'll go with
This one. Take a battle shock, Mr.
And
Prado.
a battle shock.
Whatever Dante's leadership is.
That's
I
definitely
see a
pass.
6, you're
A
good.
6 and a 2, yeah.
You're good.
Okay, so look, nice little rule there, once per turn. This is, you normally want to do it before you forget, So
I will never have to think about it
it's
again.
done. And then if I move on to this way here, what's happening here is I've got the second Brutalis in. I've got the Eradicators in here as well, just in case I need it. Obviously, I doubt that War Walker will be alive with them, but look, it's always down to dice. And then these guys will be doing cleanse on that side anyway.
Yes.
So that is all my movement. Let's see how it goes. Not a lot of shooting.
Overwatch. I'll do it now because it's movement phase.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's do this. So 7 guys could
Seven
see.
before the Phantasm. 7 could see.
So 1 you're going to auto wound,
Well,
auto
I'm going
hit.
to hold it for now to see how many 6s I get.
Okay,
Because I could make it with a Phantasm.
You could get 7 6s.
And then I won't need to worry.
Yep.
So,
So,
6
looking
dice.
for 6s.
Hitting on 6s, and I get 1 reroll. So I will use this reroll to hit. Nothing. So I
Nothing.
think at this point I will use
Your Farseer, 3-1, right?
Farseer will give a free 1 to hit, so I'll use a 2 and make it a 6.
Yes. lovely.
And my Spirit Seer will change the other one to a 6, which is 1 per turn. So I get 2 hits, basically.
Okay. And now you have to wound, which is strength
Is 14.
14. So choose 2.
2 is with a reroll of your speed. So 2
minus
AP.
minus 4, right?
Do you have an invul? Probably, right? I assume
I
you
don't
use
have a
invul.
feel inval, no.
Okay.
I have feel no
It's
pain
minus
of it.
4, so
Minus 4.
No
okay,
save.
so no save at all. And
D6 damage. I'll go
D6
roll.
damage. So let's see. We'll roll anyway.
5.
So 5,
And 2.
2. Okay, so I'll roll the 2.
Roll the
These
2.
are
6
6 ups though. So that is 1 dead.
And then the
the
5.
other one, 5. Da-da-da-da.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what you were looking for anyway.
Yeah,
So I'll kill the
I-
pleb.
I set it
Mr.
up
pleb,
camera, I
where are
wanted
you?
to.
He's dead. And I'll kill the power fist. Do I kill the power fist or Thunderhammer to mortal wounds, right?
This is a Thunderhammer you killed. You should kill the pleb instead, Mr.
Yes,
Thunderhammer.
but the problem is that my power fists.
He dies though,
Yeah,
right?
I know. The power fists have the melter pistols on. So I don't know if to take a melter pistol off with a power fist or a Thunderhammer. Is the Thunderhammer still -1 to hit, right?
Yeah, you're still
It is
you're
-1 to
rerolls,
hit.
right?
Do you have -1 damage or something here?
-1 damage?
It's inbuilt,
Inbuilt
right?
too, right?
So it's going to be only 1 damage. So I think I'm going to go with
They're both. So it's the pistols. They're both 1 damage, right? The power fist of the
yeah,
Thunderhammer.
but the pistols are D6 damage.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a Thunderhammer, believe it or not, off.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna stay with the both. I'm feeling lucky with the Inferno
If the
pistols.
Inferno pistols kill me, it will be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't think they'll kill you, but at least if I pop some damage off, that would be quite nice. And you're oathed as well, so
I am oathed, yeah.
It's better to have some shooting attacks and then some close combat attacks. So
Yeah,
that
sure.
is my decision. 2
Okay.
dead, and let's go on to shooting. Okay, so Contemptor firing first. It's got the melter. It's going to fire into. I think I'm going to fire everything into the Wraith, into the Wraith Knight. So I'm going to shoot its 2 melter cannons first. So here we go, hitting on 3s. And there's 2 hits. And strength is 9, the toughness is really high,
12.
so 5s. That's no hits. And then my.
Reroll oaths, reroll.
Oh, reroll all hopes. 5s. That is 2 wounds. What's your invulnerable save?
Well, it'd be 5s, right?
5 ups. Because you don't have an invulnerable save?
No.
Okay.
Just recover. I'll do it 1 at a time. Save. And the other one is to the damage.
Goes
D6.
So d6 is 5 damage,
So down to
minus
4.
1 is 4, right?
Yeah. So 14.
14. Okay. So -1 damage all the time.
Mhm.
Okay, then I'm going to go into the Brutalis. So the Brutalis has a couple of different guns. So here we go. Brutalis, bolt rifles. Oh, what do I have? I've got the.
What's the range of everything?
What do I have? I don't think I've got guns on my. No, so I've got the Icarus or whatever that's called. I've got the twin Icarus Iron Hail,
Okay.
and I've got the 2 twin multi melters. Okay, so
Perfect.
and is it 2? The models 2 heavy bolters are replaced with 1 twin multi melter. Okay, so it's just
So
2
one
shots.
twin multi.
Okay,
and
so
this
let's
is going into what?
into him to the
It's
same
18
to
as
the same
well?
mortal.
Do you want to
He is range of 18. Yes. Do you want to measure quickly?
if you put him in,
I have not measured
right.
the range,
should be fine.
but I think 18 inches is fine.
I think it's just it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so twin Icarus volley. Okay, so 36
first?
inches. So if I am within half range, it gets an extra 3 hits. So I am within, was half of 18, half of 36
18.
is 18, so I am. Okay, so I get an extra 3 shots. So 3 and 3, hitting on 3s. Rerolling goes oaths. And wounding strength is 4, so looking for 6s. Rerolling. Just 1 wound. AP 1.
Sure. Good.
That is a 5. Perfect. And then we've got the twin multi-melter. So hitting on 3s. 2 hits. And again, wounding on 5s. Oaths. It's twin linked anyway. I'll reroll that one.
Yeah, twin into doesn't matter. The same thing.
Nothing. Okay, perfect. Then we move on to these guys. So 2 melter pistols going in, hitting on 3s, re-rolling both, still misses,
Strength.
and 5s, re-rolling, doesn't wound. That's all the shots. I'll do some. I'll do that off camera.
Yeah, that could be off camera. It's this side, right?
This side, yes. Yeah. So 3 shots from the Eradicator squads because they're one. No, I've got a multi-melt actually, which is 2 shots. They're all strength 9. Ballistic skill on the multi-melter is 4s, so I'll do that separately. Hitting on 4s, I'm going obviously into the Warwalker.
2 hits.
That is 2 hits.
4s to wound, -1 to wound.
4s to wound. That is 1 wound on that, sir. -4.
This is still D6 damage, right?
D6 damage. Do you want to auto pass?
You have 2 more shots. Yeah. I'll use a 5.
You'll use a 5. Okay,
I'll use
perfect.
5.
So 1 is passed. So you have all those dice. And then, what else do we have? And that's the
2
multi-melters, and
melters.
then 2 more shots. So hitting on 3s, both hits,
And 4s.
and 4s. Did I fail any hits? Did I fail a hit on that? I'll need to reroll because they
You failed on the
reroll.
Inferno pistols, but I don't. I
Okay.
think you hit both with 4-ups.
So hits and
So 1 wound.
1 wound. Yeah.
1, okay. 4-up in Nope.
Oh, D6. How many wounds do they have?
Yeah, 7. 6 wounds. You could
6. So
kill
I'm
them
going to roll a 6. No, it's a 5. 5. So down to 1 wound
Down to one.
remaining on that. Then we've got the Brutalis, who's got 6 shots from the Icarus, hitting on 3s and strength. I'm looking for 5s. 2
6s,
wounds.
right? -1 to wound.
-1 to wound. Yes. Okay. It's not -1 to wound on the -1 damage. It's -1 to wound. So,
yes.
yep. So 1.
What's AP?
AP -1.
So 4-up save anyway.
Lovely.
Okay.
That's a pass. And then we've got the Melter rifles, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, and strength is 8, so 4s to wound. That is 1 wound, twin linked, 2 wounds.
2 wounds. This could be the end of me.
Invulnerable saves, right?
What? Nope, we didn't.
Pass 2.
Do we blow up?
It doesn't do anything.
Doesn't
anyway.
matter,
There's
but
nothing within 6.
For the fun of it.
For the fun of it. Okay, so that's him dead.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that is the end of my shooting.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to check what I'm going to charge because there's some different charges I can do. I can maybe mix them up. And we'll come back for those charges. Okay, we're back, and I've actually decided. It's not very difficult to actually decide. I'm going for the closest targets. So, Bladeguard are going into this Warwalker.
Very nice.
That is a 6.
Lovely.
Moving on there. And the Contemptor going in, needing a 5.
Number one.
That is a 5. Now, this means
Just a
that the
5.
Brutalis,
He can't make it.
he can't make it unless I re-roll.
Before the
But
8.
I should have done the 8s first.
Before the
So
8.
I am very stupid. Okay, so.
I didn't even notice. I was like, I didn't think you'd get exactly 5.
So how many attacks does a Contemptor...
You could also roll a 4 in the reroll, Mr. Pardo.
Yes, I know, and not make it.
And then
He's got... How many attacks has he got? He's got 5 attacks. Damage is 3, though. So it's not bad. I just
What's
need
his
2 to
strength?
go. My strength is 12.
So wouldn't it be on
5, on 3,
4s?
on...
T7?
Yes. So I'm just going to keep him. I'm just going to keep him. That's nothing I can do. I can't move.
You should kill him anyway.
I should. At least I can heavily wound him. So I'm going to do the Death Company into the Wraith Knights.
Slow charge.
That is
fine.
a
That
long
was
charge.
That was the 8 you needed.
That was the 8 I needed.
Keep using these 8s.
Okay,
Okay.
that's in as well. And then these guys
An
need
8.
an 8. Let's go into that Wave Serpent. That is a 9.
Perfect,
So
even easier.
can I re-roll this now? Okay, so let's move everybody in.
Go on.
And I'll keep that CP, I guess. Starting off with Dante going into the Wave Serpent. I am hitting on 2s here. And that's 1 miss. And I don't have anything else. Lethal hits, so auto wounds, right?
Oh, yes.
So auto wounds there. And my strength is 7.
T9, still 5.
5 to wound. That is 2 more wounds. So 4 wounds in total at -3.
So 5 up and vulnerable save.
Lovely.
Great.
Okay, damage to each
Take
one.
8. Down to 5.
Okay. So next up we have the Vanguard Veterans, which I need a lot of dice for. They have 4 attacks each. I've got 9 guys. I think I lost 1, didn't I?
One poor soldier
So
died to
1,
Wave Serpent Shield.
2, 3, 4. Let's do 4 at a time because I just don't have enough dice.
Sure, I'm very dead. But
And they get lethal hits when
missing
they charge or auto wounding. Whoa! And they hit on 2s because of Dante. So 1 miss, and they have lethal hits. And then looking for, my strength is 5, so
5.
looking for 5.
7.
Yep, and these are -2 AP because of the Sanguinary Priest.
So 5 ups. I'm dead.
Is he dead already?
Yeah.
Okay, does he blow up?
Yeah, I'll roll for the guy. The guys come up, but he will blow up anyway. I don't blow up.
Doesn't blow up,
I
and
the guys
then
out.
you have to roll a... Oh, they automatically are...
They're battle shock.
Battle shock
I'm not
automatically, right?
desperate. I don't.
Do you have to roll to see if they die or something
I think
anymore?
I take a mortal on a 1 for each
Ooh,
one.
nice.
So roll 5 dice.
Yeah, because it's much better. It's not as
Not
devastating
one
as
dies.
before, yeah.
Because before you'd have a character or
Yeah,
something.
it was crazy, yeah.
Okay, then.
So perfect. Okay, so we'll get those out. I'll get dice for this. Actually, I'm going to do all this off camera because there's a lot of attacks here, and then we'll finish off the phase with these two. We are back, and after 26 plus attacks, I've done 1 wound because it's -1 to wound on the
They're good.
walker. Yeah, so 1 wound. Minus is 2 now because
4.
it's not -3.
We take 2 damage.
2 damage, yeah, so he's down to 4,
4
right?
wounds, 4 wounds.
Okay, can't believe he's not dead, but do you want to attack back really quickly?
Oh, absolutely. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All hits, Mr. Pardo. Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. 3 saves. AP 0.
Saves, AP 0.
Let's kill
Must we
one.
die? No,
No,
okay. Okay, let's move on to what do people want to see first? Let's see the Contemptor. We'll leave the Death Company for
leave
last.
the Death Company last.
So, let's do the Contemptor. He has 5 attacks. He is hitting on 3s. Miss once. And then my strength is 12, so I'm wounding on
4s.
4s.
T7.
3 wounds. You have a 4-up invulnerable save?
Yeah.
4-up invulnerable save.
And one of them, I still haven't used my Fate Dice this phase, so I could still use the 6. I'm saving it maybe for Wraith Knight.
Oh, do I reroll this? No, it's all yours.
Okay.
It's all yours. So 4 ups.
1 at a time. 4 up. We take 3 damage. We are okay. Do I auto pass this?
Dun, 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 dun,
How many
dun,
attacks do you
dun.
have with Death Company?
Sorry?
How many attacks do you have with the Death
My
Company?
Death Company have 4 attacks each.
So max you can do is 12, so you cannot kill
No,
the
Pound
Wraith
Fist has 3 attacks. Thunder Hammers have 3 attacks.
Knight. So you cannot kill the Wraith Knight, so I will use 6
Okay, 2
for
plus
my
the
auto pass
last
this guy.
one, right?
Yeah, so I just take 3 damage, right?
3 damage, yeah. Okay, perfect. Do you want to quickly attack back there?
Oh, of course, with my 3 attacks hitting on 3s.
2
use
hits.
1 reroll for the Elder,
Mhm.
and then wounding you on T10 or 9?
T10, we said, didn't we? Yeah,
Is it 10?
T9, T9. Sorry, 10.
5s, 1 reroll,
Nothing.
nothing.
Okay, and then we go on to the Death Company. Now, the Death Company, each time a wound in this unit makes a model in this unit makes an attack, you can reroll the hit roll. While this model unit is not within 12 inches of her. Okay, so basically I can reroll the hit
Reroll
roll.
hits anyway?
I reroll charge rolls as well made for this unit, which I didn't know.
Well, you got the 8.
I got the 8 anyway. Okay, so let's go with the Power Fists first. They have 3 attacks each and 3 attacks each. They are hitting on 3s.
Yes.
And I've got oaths. 1 miss. And then my strength is 8. So
So
I'm
5s.
5s. Rerolling. Rerolling.
1.
Oh, 1 wound.
AP.
AP minus 2
Okay, so 4 up to 10. Perfect.
passes. And then we've got the Thunder Hammer. Well, it's 3 attacks hitting on 4s though. Rerolling.
Good thing of Oath and being a dupe.
1 hit. Wow.
Okay.
And that is 3
1
mortal wounds.
Oh, is it damage 2, right? Thunder Hammers?
Damage. Oh yeah, sorry, 2
So
Thunder
1
Hammers.
mortal wound.
Because you're minus
Because
1
I'm minus
damage.
1
Okay.
So down
Perfect.
to 13.
Okay. You strike back
I
now.
will now kick you. I don't
Yes.
even know what they do.
Kick me to death, please.
Titanic Feet. 5 attacks. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hitting you on 3s.
Okay.
Harder. Don't want to allow you. Rerolling 1 hit. That's important. Strength is 8, so winning you on 2
Choose 2 wounds, yes sir.
with a reroll. So 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
AP 1, damage 2.
AP 1, so 4 ups. And damage 2,
Pheno Pain.
so Pheno Pain 6 ups.
Let's kill 1. Get
Yes,
stomped.
you do. So I'm going to my pistols. I can shoot into combat, right? So I will take my Thunder Hammer off.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll take my Thunder Hammer off. And I do need to do a
No.
battle shock
on,
at the end.
will
Oh
be
no,
on your turn.
that would be on my
Miles.
turn,
Miles
yes.
time.
Okay, perfect. So that finishes off my turn. I
Yes.
did get cleanse. I have
You got
not
cleanse
got
for-
enemy outpost, and I think it's going to be quite tough to get it.
Keep
I
it.
don't know if to actually remove it.
Do you want to remove it or keep it?
I'm actually going to remove it for CP.
Perfect. I will write this down for you in the really cool app.
Thank you. Movement over for turn to Eldari.
Yes.
And it's getting interesting. I've scored a couple of points, and he is trying to score as many points as possible this turn.
Yes.
I've done well on that flank, meaning that he has to deal with the center bulk before he starts moving onto that flank. So a bit tactical as well. He's going to go over it, and this is why we call him the wizard. take us through your movement.
Okay, so just the first thing, card, I got Storm Hostile Objective.
Yes.
And I've still got Assassinate. Storm Hostile is good. Assassinate is probably doable, but I'm probably not going to do it. And I'll explain why. So there's been a lot of movement everywhere.
Yes.
I've stayed in combat with the Contemptor there.
With
the
Contemptor,
Warwalker, because I don't really mind if he dies. I really want to get rid of the Brutalis.
Okay.
So I've spent my 1 CP to fall back and shoot with my Wraith Knight.
Yes.
Fall back, shoot, and charge.
Yep.
So the plan
So
obviously there.
you've stepped over the...
Stepped over the Death Company, hopefully going to kill the Brutalis, and then maybe, charge the Contemptor or something along those lines, right?
Lovely.
Then I have moved forward with these Wraithguard.
Mm-hmm.
They are here. I'll get to what I'm going to do with the Warwalker first.
Yes.
So,
I think that's better, yeah.
So the Warwalker is the last thing I'm going to move, and if I want to move out of combat, but obviously because he doesn't fly, I have to take a Desperate Escape test.
Okay.
On a 1 or 2, he dies. So I'll just
roll it now, yeah.
He's fine.
Okay.
So I'll move him off that. This is just so that obviously these guys can then unload.
Shoot into there, yeah.
The Wraith Blades just moved up here.
Okay.
Just out of an inch of these guys, and the Wraith Lord as well. I moved around with the Farseer on bike to be within 12 there, so I could still use my Fate dice.
Onto him, onto the Wraith Knight,
He also has obviously a gun. He has his Eldritch Storm. He could do some damage.
Okay.
This Farseer's just come out. Obviously, he's introduced so he can walk through the wall to be here as well. I did declare, I forgot to mention it, that at the end of part of turn I would come out with the Swooping Hawks, but I didn't draw any cards that I needed.
Doesn't
so
really
I
matter.
just dropped them there,
back.
try and kill 1 or 2 of those Death Company and make it, get rid of. The important thing is if I can crush this flank, even though that primary will stay for the end of the game, that one's worth the most at the end.
Yes,
so
that one's the
that's
one
what I want.
That's you want. You want to fight for this one.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, so I think that's the end of the movement.
Yep.
We'll move the Warwalker out, and then we go on to shooting. So some admin off camera. So the Warwalker moved 10 inches this way, and I went for squad tactics. I was happy. I was like, I'm going to do squad tactics. I'm going to move him to the side. Guess what? I rolled a 4. That means that I'm still stuck, and he can shoot at me with a lot of things.
You rolled a 1.
Sorry, I rolled a 1. I'm thinking about this 4, which is here. I rolled a 1, meaning that I basically shuffled. I just needed like a 3, and I could like hide most of that unit, but no. The Dice Gods gave me a 1. So, here we go. Shooting phase. Swooping Hawks are going to try and fire into the Death Company, trying to finish them off.
So the Sergeant's gone first.
Okay.
So hitting on 3s. 1. I'll use the 1 reroll now because it's a better gun. 1 hit.
Lovely.
Strength is 5, so
3 to 1, yes, sir.
1 wound, AP 0. And
AP
then
0. 3 up. That is a 5.
And then the rest of these shots.
Okay. Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. No rerolls.
So they're different guns, right?
Yes. That's why I have to do them separately.
Okay.
They are lethal hits. I don't know if I roll any 6s there, but
3 lethal hits, yeah.
And then strength is 4, so 4's different. That's right, it's just 1 different strength.
Lovely.
Okay, so 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 AP 0s.
10 in total. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. Here we go. 3 up saves. I'll reroll this one.
Good roll.
So 1 wound, feel no pain, 6 up.
So one's down to...
1 is down to 1 wound remaining. Okay. Do you want to put a wound marker there before we forget?
Sure. We will move on to this Farseer Skyrunner.
Okay.
Do this now. So he has got he's got the sword on, right? So he hasn't got the singing spear.
Shrieking...
He's got Eldritch Storm and then
Shuriken
Shuriken Catapult. Yeah, so he'll put his Shuriken Catapult at this guy.
Okay.
And then he'll put his Eldritch Storm in this thing here, which is 24-inch range.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I can't... Yeah, and that's all good. Cool. So we'll start with the Eldritch Storm. D6 blast. So 2 plus 2, so 4. Hitting on 3s.
Only 3s. Oh, yeah. Okay.
4 hits. Strength is 6, so winning on 3s. With a reroll for being Eldari. So 4 at AP 2.
AP minus 2. Yeah. Okay, so 4 ups for my
Storm Shields, right?
Storm Shields, yeah. So 3 damage?
D3 each.
D3 each, wow. Okay.
So the first one is 3.
3, okay, so 5 ups. One's dead.
The second one, is that cocked?
Yep, roll again. 3. So 5 up. That's another one dead.
And the third one is
wow.
Eldritch Storm.
The difference of you rolling and me. So 3 dead, can't believe it. Okay.
Then the Twin Shuriken Catapult.
Yep.
So 2 shots, twin linked. So hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Did I use my roll to hit?
For him, yes, right?
I use it to wound, not to hit.
I don't think you've rolled 2 hits. Yeah.
1, because it was on 3s, right? Strength 4, so 4's to wound, but twin linked.
Nothing.
Okay. Then
I believe you've killed 3.
I think I'll rinse and repeat. So this guy doesn't have. He just has the Eldritch Storm.
And Intriguing Pistol, right?
Yeah.
He's not
But the pistol you can't use, right? You can't use pistols.
Yeah.
So he's just going to do Eldritch Storm there.
Okay.
So D6 blast, 1.
That's
And
different, see?
there's 2 shots. Hitting on 3s with a reroll.
Yep.
And wounding on 3s. 2 rolls, 8 for 2.
4 ups. Pass 1.
D3 damage. Confidence dice. 3.
Wow. Come on. Passes. One
Okay, so
wound
that's
left
one.
on 1. You want to mark it up before we forget?
Go ahead. Okay, so I will move on now to this Wraith Lord,
Okay.
and he's going to fire everything in there.
Lovely.
So I'll remove this part here for now. He'll start with his 2 shuriken catapults.
Okay.
So these are hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. So 4. So 3. AP is 1.
Okay.
4
So
ups.
4 ups. 1 wound.
1
5
damage.
up. That's insane.
There we go.
And
Then-
then 2 Dark Lancers, right?
Well, yes, 2 bright lances.
2 Bright Lancers.
2 hits. Oh no, I usually roll because I hit on 4s, I believe.
Do you hit on 4s?
Yeah,
Wow.
but
Okay.
with 4
2 wounds.
and 2 stone.
2 wounds.
Oh, 6 minutes.
4 ups.
Ominous.
1 goes
So
through.
1d6 plus 2, so 7 damage.
7 damage. I might as well try my luck.
Go ahead.
No, he is
Okay,
dead.
whichever one you want to put this guy in the back.
Okay. So with that said, do you want to have a little think about?
I will.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Wraithguard firing, doing as many devastating
We'll see.
blows as we can onto the Bladeguard.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hitting on
3
3.
lethal hits.
Okay.
And 1 reroll. So it's these. And then these are wounding on 2s.
2 wounds. Looking for 6s.
Rerolling 1s, but I will just use these, and I will change this one to a 6 because I can.
Okay, so that's 3 dead.
So, well, 3d6 damage and then 3 saves. So do the 3 saves first.
3 saves first. Okay, so 4 ups. Pass 2.
So d6 damage on that guy.
That one.
Takes
One's
5.
dead. Yeah.
And then the other 3. The
D6
first
damage.
one is 1.
Okay. Give me another one.
Second one is 6.
6,
so
so
he
he's
dies.
dead.
The third one is 1.
Okay, so 2 dead.
Yeah.
And one
down to
is
2.
down to 2 wounds. Do you want to mark them up before we
Yeah,
forget?
sure.
There
Okay.
we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
not that. This is when you start to see that the change without the mortals
Yes.
means that the
Doesn't
spill doesn't
spill
happen,
over,
right?
which is huge.
No, it's
It is
absolutely
huge. It is huge.
Okay, so I am going to
What are you going to do?
go for this Warwalker,
Okay.
and he's going to shoot into the Bladeguard.
Into the Bladeguard. -1 to hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So hitting on 4s. We'll start with a Bright Lance. Hits.
Yes, sir.
1 wound.
1 hit. -4, right? So 4. That's a pass.
And then the Missile Launcher. Hits. 1 wound.
AP?
2.
2, so goes through.
D6 damage. 4. So the other one. Okay. Then that's him done. The other one fell back, so it's just the Wraith Knight.
Ooh.
I
have a think
need to
about
collect some dice and
Okay.
cut off.
Come back for the last unit to shoot. Okay, we're back and we know Star Cannons are going into the Death Company.
Yep.
And the 2 big, what are they called?
Heavyweight cannons.
Heavyweight cannons are going to go into Brutalis. Now, it is huge if he survives.
Obviously, yeah.
So,
you know.
I'm going to go with a CP for Armor of Contempt.
Okay.
To try and survive.
Absolutely.
Cheeky 6s, it becomes -3. So, I don't know. Let's try my luck.
Absolutely.
Because if he survives, like I said, and goes into the Wraith Knight, that would be very big.
Of course.
Let's do him. So, you're doing Star Cannons first?
The big cannons first.
Big
the
cannons
first.
first.
So D3 shots each. So that is 4 shots.
4 shots, okay. Hitting on 3s, right?
Hitting on 3s with full rerolls.
Full rerolls. Dun, dun, dun.
All hits.
All hits.
And then I'm going to save 1 to the side. We have a pass here.
Okay.
Strength 20, so wounding you on
2.
2s.
Toughness is 10, yes. 2 to wound.
2s.
And that's mortal wounds, right? 3. Stop rolling 6s.
6d6 without save, Mr. Pardo.
Can't do anything
And then I'll
about
just
it.
roll this one.
So 86. I would have had 6 up saves anyway, only, right?
5 ups.
No, 6 ups, right?
Yeah, 2 up armor save, right?
Oh yes, yeah. So 5 ups.
And your
Yeah,
armor
5
contempt.
ups. Yeah. Crazy.
What?
Wow. It is what it is.
Now he's dead.
Now he's dead. Does he blow up? No, he doesn't.
I have never seen this before.
And that's gone. You're rolling really hot. I'm not rolling hot. I don't like this. Okay. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow. Let's go on to the Star Cannons. Try to finish off the Death
I
Company.
use my reroll wound. I'm
I
just
know.
thinking, like, what? Okay.
What happened? 4 6s. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Hitting, that's hitting. There we
Yes,
go.
and you're playing now Eldari, so you need it. You know, you need the luck.
Putting on 2s. There we go.
4 wounds
AP
minus
3s.
AP
4 6 ups.
3s. Okay, so 6 ups.
So 2
And,
damage each.
2 damage each, so I need 6 dice. 6s. And they're gone.
There we go.
Okay, so Death Company dead. He shot, right? He shot at them. And
Yeah, he shot with -1.
So that's all you're shooting.
It's just charges.
It's just charges, which are the Wraith Lord
These two?
and the Wraith Blades, right?
I don't think... I'll have a think about these.
Okay, do you want to roll for those? So the Wraith Blade is...
I will take
can't
the...
even move.
I'll take the 1 inch there.
Perfect. And then the Wraith Guard, double 1 to fail. That's enough.
perfect.
So they'll move. I'll let Aaron have a little think, and we'll
Yes.
come back for the fight phase. Wraith Blades going in first. Aaron finishing off, counting his dice.
15.
15 attacks. Here we go.
Yeah, they only hit on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. But look, you've been rolling really well. Don't spoil it.
fours.
Carry on rolling well.
No. With a
That's
reroll.
probably like average.
That's actually
I would guess.
pretty average, I think.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Strength
strength
is
7.
7. So 3's to 1
3 to wound with a reroll.
with a reroll. 1 reroll. That is 3,
4,
6
5,
wounds.
6.
3.
AP 2, damage 2.
Okay. So I do have my 4 ups. And that is 2 go through.
Oh, 2 for the pains.
2 final pain. So
If
4
I get
dice.
the Wraith Lord out.
5 ups. 1 wound.
Yeah.
1 wound. The luck's on my side. See?
Wraith Lord.
I was complaining too much, and he was like, "Okay, I'll give you some 6s and 5s." Okay, so 1 wound on 1, which we'll mark it on now. Aaron, do you want to mark him in before we forget? I hate forgetting these things. Okay,
So
and then Wraith Lord.
4s with a reroll.
All those attacks.
Yeah, because his sweep is damage 2, so I might as well.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Strength.
Strength is also 7, I believe.
Okay, so please.
With a reroll. So just
3 wounds.
combat is not good for Eldar, you know.
4 up.
Okay, so 2 damage each.
2
So you have
damage.
to do this one at a time because this guy wounded, right?
Yes. So this one's the wounded guy.
He'll die.
He's dead, and then another one. He's alive. So that was
So
weird.
I'll just transfer that, and,
And
then I'll
1
get rid of this
is
guy.
removed. That's not bad. I can't
No.
really complain about
No,
that.
like shooting is the way to go,
Yeah,
guys.
I can't really complain about that. So do you want to attack here?
You attack first.
I attack first. So I got 5 attacks, I believe it was. 5 attacks, yes sir. Hitting on 3s. 2 misses, strength 2. And then 4's 2 wounds. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. I don't have CP. I can use a 6, but I'm going to roll the first dice first.
Okay.
That fell.
You've only
4.
got 1 6 left, right?
So he'll die. There's
He'll
no
die.
point. There's no
Yeah,
point.
he's not going to be game changing either, right?
Does he explode? Yes, he does.
He does
So
explode.
mortal wounds.
Is it just 1 mortal wound?
Yeah, I believe it's just deadly demise 1. I'll
Okay.
check for you.
So
And I'll drop 1.
nice. How many did I say?
He doesn't even have deadly demise.
Oh, okay.
He's a
just
vehicle, I thought he just
yeah, he's just and his lens has
Oh,
fallen off.
that was him dying. wasn't it?
Okay, that's from the explosion, right? Okay, so let me count some dice. I'll come back. Okay, we're gonna go into the Vanguard Veterans. Now, I have a special rule, which basically anybody within 6 inches at the beginning of the fight phase has to do a battle shock test
Breakdowns.
at a -1.
And what's that rule called?
It is called Lord Regent. Is it
Yeah.
Regent of the Imperium Nihilus?
Yes! First time he did it.
Yeah,
obviously.
it's the cards far away, and I'm like basically legally blind. Okay, so do you want to take battle shock test? It's at the beginning of the.
I'm normally 6, so a 7. Oh, I'm scared.
Okay, so battle shocked.
Yes.
Well, who was that?
Wait.
Yeah, but everybody within 6 takes 1.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Is it anyone you
while,
combo with?
while this model is leading a unit, at the start of the fight phase, each enemy unit within 6 inches of this model must take a battle shock. Subtract
Oh,
from
okay, that was
everybody.
the Wraith Blades. Then
Yeah.
I'll do the Wraith Lord.
Okay.
I don't know what he is. A 6, he'll probably fail. I know he's 5, so he's failed. And then this guy, this
Yes.
is what matters. Yeah, he's 6 normally. So Wraith constructs are 6. They're fine.
Ooh,
Isn't bad.
that was the important one.
That was the
okay,
important
so I'm hitting on 2s here. I'm going into the Wraith Blades with everything, basically. That amount. Do I get
Lethal hits,
anything?
right?
Lethal hits?
said
No,
you got-
it was just
Oh,
for
just in the
Dante.
chart.
Just Dante gets it. Just Dante gets it. And then these are strength 5. Your toughness is 7.
7,
So
so
5.
nice.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. AP -2.
-2?
Yes.
So 4 ups. 1 is dead.
1 is dead. Yes.
1 is
And then I'm going to do the Sanguinary Priest next. No, I'm going to do Dante next. He has 8 attacks. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 attacks, done.
Hitting on 2s. That was a 6, by the way. That was a 4. So that was a miss. And he's got lethal hits, so that's 2 wounds. And my strength is 7, so 4s. That
So
is 5 minus 3, which is -4.
So 4
invulnerable saves.
4 So failed 2, so 1
So
dead.
another one dead, yes.
Okay.
And then lastly, to finish off, I've got my Sanguinary Priest, which has 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. 1 miss. And strength is 4, so looking for 5s. That is 2 wounds at -2.
4. Okay.
Perfect.
Two
Okay, so
slain.
2 dead.
2 for 2.
2 for 2. That's not bad.
Value. Actually, 2 for 1.
Okay, so that is the end of turn 2, I believe. Isn't it? I
that
really
is
wanted
the
to
end
battle
of turn
shock.
2.
Yeah, that would have been
That would've been
huge.
cool.
That would have been huge.
I didn't know
Okay.
it was everyone within 6.
I didn't know either. I thought it was anybody within engagement range.
This would be 2. So I managed to get Storm Hostile.
Okay.
Now, I know that there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 characters around
Yeah.
everywhere, man.
Are you going to
But
discard it?
I kind of just want a CP because I think I'm at the stage of the game
Well,
where
you need
5-point assassinate is not going to matter more than using things.
Yeah.
So I will
Okay.
to get a CP.
Fair enough.
But I will get Storm Hostile objective at least, which is nice.
Lovely. Turn 3 finished for the Blood Angels, and it's getting close. I am winning on points.
Yeah, points you're
But
winning.
there's a lot of tough units, which I need to remove a couple. I need less shots coming into me. And obviously, this unit in the middle is just too tough. So I need to try and ignore it as much as possible. If I can do some damage over here, that would be brilliant. So, yeah, pray to the Imperium Gods, I guess. Is there Imperium Gods? There's only one, right?
There's no god for the Imperium. There's only the Elder
Yes, that is true. Okay, so
for Kane.
let's go over what happened in my command phase.
Yes, you took a
I
couple-
got cards first.
You got cards.
Which are behind enemy lines and extend battle lines.
lines, yeah.
So extend battle lines, I need to grab this one on the back and one in no man's land, which is the one where the infiltrators are. Now, before I did that, after I got that, I had to do battle shocks. I had to do battle shocks on
This unit?
that unit because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
That is 6, and my full unit was
10.
12. So
Oh, then you should be fine then.
I should be fine. I don't have to
I
do
thought you were 13. You're
I
fine.
don't have to do anything there,
No, you
right?
should be fine. Just
Okay,
walk
because I needed. If you're battle shocked, you have to take.
You have to. You're desperate escape testing when you fall back.
Okay, if I'm battle shocked.
Yeah, but
Okay,
if it was
because my
you're
starting
fine.
was 10 plus 2 is 6, and I still have 6 there, so
Yeah,
that's fine. It's
you're
fine.
fine,
Okay, so I did actually fail on a double one,
Double one,
but I've
sorry.
just mentioned. I just remembered that I was 12.
Yes.
I also did it on. I was also about to do it on this unit, but because of that card, I knew how important I was. I failed it before, so I wasn't going to risk it. I paid the CP to auto pass. Now it has changed. Do you want to go how that is?
Yeah, so now you need to do it before you roll, and it's once per game.
Yes.
So you can no longer use it every turn. You can no longer use it after you've rolled.
Yeah,
so
you have
it's
to do
a
it
bit more of a
before you're going to roll,
risk.
and before you're going to do it, right?
Before you do the test. It's very reliable because you just do it.
Yeah.
But it's once per game now, and it's
Okay.
before the roll. So if you have something where maybe which is a low
Yeah, you
unit,
can't
like 5,
re-roll after you
Exactly.
pass it after you failed, which was a thing before.
Before it was just
So
1
I've moved on to here. I'm here hiding away now, and basically what has happened is I've scored some points because I've captured these 2 back objectives. I haven't moved with these guys because I was panicking that if I moved, he would be able to overwatch with one of these units. Especially scared about this unit because there's a lot of shots. Now I have had to go aggressive, and the Brutalis has moved up, meaning that these guys can actually
I will
shoot into
overwatch
them,
the
and you
Brutalis.
will overwatch.
I will.
I think I've gone over everything. Nothing else has moved. I'm on here. So yes, that is all yours now, sir.
Awesome. So I overwatch, and then obviously I can Phantasm if I want after.
Okay,
In case he doesn't die, I might move these Wraith Blades to protect my Lord or something like that.
amazing.
So be hitting on 6s.
Okay,
So that is 2 hits.
2
I will
sixes.
use 1 reroll,
okay.
which is and I will change this one to a 6.
Crazy stuff.
And then
A
the
reroll.
fast,
Oh, it's a 6. Okay,
the fast here, I'm thinking about the fast here whether I change it to a hit or wait for a wound.
okay.
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
dun, dun, dun. I will wait for a wound. So
I'll wait for
4
wound.
hits.
Okay, so strength is
Strength is 14.
okay. So 3 is 2 wound.
3 to wound. I will save 1,
Okay,
and then I will make this a 6.
okay. So
The
that
fast
is.
here, I'll use a 1.
Yep.
So that is 2 saves at AP4 and 2 just go through.
Just go through with no save. So AP4 are 6 ups. I pass 1, so
So
that's
3d6.
3d6. Yes, sir.
So that
6, 7, 8,
is-
9, 10, 11.
Yep.
He has.
Probably 12 or something, or 13.
Let's see.
He's weak.
He's got 12 wounds.
Down to 1.
Down to 1. Okay, but at
Agreed.
least I've survived. I need to make that charge and make him worthwhile now.
So
Okay.
I will also use my last thing to
Your last what?
my last CP to Phantasm
to
these guys.
Phantasm. Okay. And obviously he's going to block me from charging the guy I really want to go into.
Yeah. So I'll make you charge the Wraith Blades
The Wraith Blades.
that are
Perfect.
really good and do loads of damage.
Okay, perfect. So, with that said, that is all the movement. It's actually a really good game. It's quite tight.
Yes.
And let's go on to shooting, see what happens. Starting off the shooting phase on this side, we have the Contemptor. Now, I don't know if I said it off camera. Excuse me if I didn't. He's basically Oath of Bowman.
Yes.
So, I'm hitting on 3s. 1 hit, re-rolling into a hit. And then my strength is 8.
So 5.
Sorry, 9. So I'm wounding on 5s. re-rolling because of oaths. That is 1 wound.
1 wound.
Yes.
I will use a 6.
Okay. So it's a pass.
This pass.
And you still have the 6? You still have the 6?
Yep. I automated a 6 with this one. Yeah.
So this is the combi bolter, by the way, which is in looking for 6s. I might as well fire it and see what happens. And I went into the assault doctrine. This is why I've been tactical. This is why I've been able to. Okay, that's a pass. Okay, so he's still alive. It means I have to go into combat with him. Okay, we're moving on to here. I'm going to do the eradicators into the Wraith Lords. I've got 2 shots from the Wraith Lords into the multi-melter.
Yep.
Which is 1 hit and 1 wound.
1 wound. Yes. AP.
AP 4.
So with cover, that'll be on a 5. Nope. D6.
D6. Here's the big 6.
Oof, he's down to 4.
4 wounds, okay. And then I've got my 2 other. Did I miss on the second one?
No, I
did. I miss? Why did I roll only 1? Did you pass? Did you pass?
No.
You
handed me 1 dice.
Okay, so I need to re-roll. I hit with both, right? I'm quite sure I hit with. But no, I think I failed to hit. So I can re-roll.
Yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Re-roll. That's a mistake. And then the other 2 because I can re-roll 2 hits and
against the big things, right?
Yeah. So these are 2 misses.
That's why you
but I can re-roll.
1 hit.
I get 1 hit.
On 5.
And a 5. Fail.
Re-rolling.
What's the toughness on it?
T11.
Oof. That's a fail.
Okay, so you're down to 4.
Next up, I'm gonna carry on doing wounds into him with the Brutalis.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try and do the Brutalis. So that is 6 shots from here, hitting on 3s, and looking for strength 5. So looking for 6s. 2 wounds.
So 2 up with cover. If you want, what is it?
AP 1. Yes, sir.
2 up with cover. So take
a wound. Yeah. Down to
3.
And then I've got 2 shots from the twin multi-melter. And I've got twin linked. Okay, so hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 4s, right? -1 hit because you're.
Yes, good spot. I don't have any CP, so 1 hit. And wounding on 5s. That's a wound.
That's a wound. 5 up to live.
-4, yes, sir.
5 up to live or die. We probably die. But
okay. What should we roll a 1? Don't worry.
Let's see.
Oh, that's 1, but +2 because I am within 9 inches.
Oh, 9, then I'm dead.
Does he blow? I don't know if he blows up.
He does.
Okay.
He will.
Okay, so that's him dead.
There we go. Just about.
Just about. Lucky. Okay. Now, let's move on to here. I'm going to do a pistol shot onto your fascia.
Okay.
Because you don't have any auto passes,
No,
right?
I just have 4 pinball.
Okay. So, hitting on 2s. That's a hit. And let's see what it has. Melter, pistol, sustained hits, D3. Sustained hits, D3. What's that?
If you roll a 6, you get D3 extra hits.
Okay, so D3 extra hits.
Yep. So there's 2 hits.
2 hits in total. Ooh, that's random, isn't it? Really random. Okay, and wounding on 2s. 2 wounds.
What?
Okay. Okay. So we go on to nothing else. I've got a pole pistol there. Might as well do it into him. Fails. And that's it. Charges. Yeah. Let me have a little think. Need to not make mistakes. Okay. I've thought about it. So this one's the easy one.
Yeah, go on.
I'm going in. He's in.
There we go.
I'm going to go with the blade guards into this thing.
Okay.
5, 6, 7,
Yeah,
8. I needed a 7. No, I needed a 5, sorry. And then the Brutalis is going to go in there. He's in. I need to do his mortal wound spam thing when he goes in, which I don't know how it works. And then this is going to multi-charge both.
Okay.
Which they're in.
You're in.
So let's go and take the Brutalis. So I'm going to read this on camera. Brutalis charge. Each time this model ends a charge move, select one enemy unit with engagement range of it and roll 1d6. On a 2-3, the enemy unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. On a 4-6, the enemy unit suffers 3 mortal wounds. And on a 6, the enemy unit suffers D3 plus 3.
Go ahead.
So first of all, I need that big 6.
1.
It's a 4, so it's
D3, right?
D3. It's the big 3, so 1 is dead.
We will pull
Do you fight on death? No, this is on the charge.
I do, but on death.
Yes, and this is on the charge, so perfect. Okay, so let's move everybody in and get fighting. Okay, here we go. We are going into this battle. First of all, Dante is striking first. 8 attacks. I'm going with 1 Vanguard Veteran and Dante himself into the walk-in fascia, and then we've got the Skyrunner fascia with all the rest. So Dante going in first. Here we go. Hitting on 2s. There we go.
The 1 lethal hit, right?
1 auto wounds, yeah.
And strength
And then
is
strength is 7, I believe.
probably T3. I'm an elf, right?
Da-da-da.
Yeah, T3 elf.
So strength is 7.
So
yes.
twos.
So 2's 2.
T3 elf.
So
4.
4 wounds.
AP on my invul.
AP on you.
And your damage 2.
Damage 2, sir. Yes.
If I pass 3, I live, Mr. Pardo.
If you pass through, you live. Yes, and you've been rolling really well.
I
So
don't.
no, he's dead.
And it doesn't
Okay.
matter because obviously you had the Vanguard Veteran.
Yes. So Vanguard vets have 4 attacks each. So 4, 4, and 4. Hitting on 2s. 3 misses. And wounding on
That's T4.
strength 5.
So freeze.
Freeze. There we go. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7 minus 2s.
7 forts, damage 1, right?
Yes.
So I fail 3, down to 2 wounds.
2 wounds left.
2 wounds left.
Okay, Sanguinary Priest trying to finish him off. He's got 5 attacks. 3, 4, 5. Hitting on 2s. 2 misses, obviously. And strength is 4.
So 4s.
4's 2 wounds. That is 1 wound at AP 2.
4.
He survives. He stays there.
He will fight you.
He
quickly.
fights me back, yes.
Just quickly. I have the Witchblade. 2 attacks.
Okay,
2 hits. Anti-infantry 2 up.
nice.
So 2, AP 0, damage 2.
Okay, so 3 ups.
Haha,
That
damage
is
2.
1 dead, damage
Been
2,
pain.
needing for 5 up. That's
He
1.
does
He is
die.
dead, he does die.
Oh,
yeah.
look at the fast yet.
Okay.
Does that mean that you win combat by how many? Is that how it works?
So you do have to do a OC.
Battle shock
Battle
at
shock
my
at
start
the
of my
end.
turn, yeah.
Okay, let's move on to this Contemptor. Contemptor has 5 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Hitting on 3s. All hits. And wounding on 5s. Rerolling. That's 2. 3.
AP.
AP minus 2.
So 4 ups.
Reroll that one.
Fail. And 2
Okay,
fail.
So,
So damage.
6 damage.
So 4 damage.
So
1,
how many has he left on?
2, 3,
8.
4. So he's down to 6 and 8, 9 because he takes 4.
Okay. And lastly, the Brutalis, which I
Yes.
was just about to forget.
And I'll
Now,
kick you later.
Yes, I'm going to go for the strike, which is damage 3, because I've got the talons. So you don't have -1 or anything, right?
Nope, just 4.
So, cool. So 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Misses with 3, obviously.
Ooh.
And wounds on strength
T7.
is 12.
So 3s.
3
Rerolling, right?
Rerolling, yeah.
Ooh.
Come on, baby. Give it to me, please. There we go.
4 up involved.
Yes. Don't fail.
1 dice.
1 dice.
But does he fight back?
Yes, he does, probably. On a?
Or 4 ups, he doesn't.
Okay.
But 1 will fight.
Yes, 1 will fight, and
One
that is very
loyal
important.
Member of the Emperor. Or whatever.
Okay.
And then I'll do the Wraith Knight. So we'll fight you first.
Lovely.
What did these incredible units have? They had 3 attacks.
3 attacks hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. With a reroll.
Ooh.
Oh, 1.
And looking
wounding
for
on 5s.
5s.
7 with a reroll.
Ooh. Oh.
So we have 1.
Okay.
And then we'll fight with the Wraith Knight quickly.
Yes.
So he had his 5 attacks. 5. Hitting you on 3s. With a reroll. And he is wounding you on 8. So 5s, I guess.
5s, yeah.
With a reroll. So 2 AP1s, damage 2.
2 AP1s, damage 2. So I think they have a 2-up save as well, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. So 3 ups. So 2 damage.
2 damage.
Kicked in the face.
Okay, and how many ones did I say I have? 10, right?
You said 10.
So
T9.
6, and I need a 2 on there, please, if you don't mind. And then finishing off, I've got the Bladeguard, who have 4 attacks each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting on 3s. Okay, miss. Not hitting on 3s, sorry. And then looking for 6s, right?
Yeah. -1.
Come on, baby, give me some 6s. Come on.
Let's see.
Give me some 6s. That's 2. That's all I need.
4 up involved.
That is all I need. Ooh, down to 2. I can't believe you have -1 and a 4-up. Uck. Down to 2.
They're good, eh?
They are very
They're
good.
expensive now. They've gone up again, but they're
But,
still good.
they're very good, yes. Okay, so do you want to strike back with your
Of course.
Walker?
3 kick feet. Reroll. 2 hits. Reroll. 2 wounds, so 5.
2 wounds.
AP0. Kick in the face. Get kicked.
Damage is?
Damage 1.
Okay, so 1 is on 1 wound remaining. That's not bad.
Kick.
That finishes off my turn 3.
Yes.
So let's count up some points and go into your turn 3.
Yes.
Okay, command phase movement now over turn 3 started.
Yes,
For the Eldari
for
at
the
least. So, you got your cards?
Yeah, Area Denial and Secure No Man's Land.
Okay, 2 good ones.
Yeah, pretty good. Secure Man's Land is guaranteed.
Yes.
Area Denial we'll have to see.
Yep.
I just moved a bit up there as much as I could. The Farseer passed his battle shock, he's moved to the middle.
Yes.
The Wraith Knight spent a CP to fall back and shoot. He's just stayed on the objective, shuffled up in order to get some good lines of sight.
Yeah, exactly.
The War Walker fell back.
Where is he? Where is he?
There
He's
he
here.
is.
He's here.
The Swooping Hawks just moved there to lend some shots into the Bladeguard because
Yes.
there's one wound left.
Yep, cool.
And then you just moved this way.
Fell back there. Yeah, you've done all your battle shock.
Yeah. He passed and the
Farseer
Farseer
passed. Yes. Now, when you moved, I've actually used 1 CP for, I always forget, squad tactics to move 6 inches because obviously they're in the tactical doctrine.
Yeah.
So I've moved and tried to basically move on to area denial to try and remove
I
area
couldn't
denial.
get out of 9. So
Yes, so that is it. That is all the movement. Let's go into shooting. Coming up, starting off the shooting phase, we've got the Swooping Hawks firing all of its shots into the Vanguard Veterans, where Dante is.
So the commander first, 3 hits. I'll use the reroll here. 4 hits. Strength 5, so 3 to wound.
Yes, sir.
And 8. So 3 AP zeros.
Okay, so 3 ups. 1 wound. 5 up. That's a pass.
Very nice. Then we will do the regular Las Blaster guys.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. The one that went very rogue.
Yes,
so
it's here. It's still a hit.
there it is. And then wounding you on 4s.
Yes, sir.
Lethal hits. I don't know if I'm missing other 6s, but 1. The little things you forget sometimes.
Yes, you do. There's too many rules.
So that's a cock dice there. So that is 5 wounds total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That is 5.
3 ups. There's 1. 5 up. Pass.
Doesn't matter. Ignore me.
Okay, and now where you want to go? Wraith Knights. You've got Wraith Knights and you've got this unit. Only these 2 units, right? And the Farseer.
Yes, and the Farseer.
Okay.
Farseer for back, so don't worry about that.
Okay, can't do that.
So we're going to go here.
Okay.
We're going to put 3 of them
Into the Brutalis, right?
I can auto 1 into a 6.
With the Farseer.
Yeah, and I can just make it a auto 6 to hit, and I can make it an auto wound. I just have to do 1 wound, right?
Yes.
So we're just going to put 1 guy into the Brutalis.
Okay.
And we'll put the rest into this unit.
Okay.
So
this guy can't see, right?
I thought you can see this guy's shield.
Can you? Okay, it's up to you. I'll give it to you.
If you think he can't, then I'm more than happy to say.
1, 2, 3, he can.
Perfect.
He can.
There we go. So the 1 guy goes there. So I will I roll it first because I still technically have to hit. Rerolling nothing, but I will just make that an auto.
Can you do it after failing?
His ability is after you roll the dice.
Okay.
And the Farseer you have to auto do.
Okay.
And then I will use the 3 to auto just kill the Brutalis.
Auto kill because it's minus.
It's I make it a 6, so it's no save.
Okay, you make it a 6 on 3. Okay, no save. So he's dead. Does he explode? No, he doesn't.
Okay, and then there will be 9 more shots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hitting on 3s, because Guide is on the Wraith Knight, that's why I didn't reroll anything.
Okay, perfect.
I realized I have a reroll to hit as Eldar, so
Okay.
I could have used that, but I won't. I'll use it.
Okay.
So hitting on 3s, I'll use my reroll.
This is the rest going into there. Okay.
So 2 lethal hits,
Yep.
and 1 miss. It's strength 14, so when you on 2s.
Choose to wound, yes, sir.
So this is 1 no save,
Okay.
and then 4, 5, 6, 7 at minus 4s.
7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 4. So I'm going to do 3 at a time.
Yeah.
And then go into the other characters. So 4 ups.
So
Pass.
1
damage.
d6,
D6, yeah.
1.
That's 1. 5 up. Go. So he's on 1 wound
Yeah,
remaining. And then
So
I
3
can
more
do
again?
3 more at a time, yeah.
So 2
Two
fails.
more.
So 1 takes d6, so 1
D6, yeah.
takes 4.
No, 4. I'll do 1 at a time.
So he's dead.
He's
And
dead.
the next one takes 1 again.
And he's on 1
And then
wound.
there's 1 more save, right?
1
7
more
saves.
Okay. 4 up. Passes.
And then d6 without a save.
Yes.
So 4. So kills.
Do I get feel no pain from that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you do, because it's normal feeling pain. It's not a mortal one. So
Okay, so he's dead. So 2 dead
2 or
in
3.
total? 2 dead?
1 died to the 1. It's either 2 or 3. May have to check.
Okay, we'll check this because it's fine. We're back. Wraith Knight finishing off the shooting phase.
Yes.
And by the way, we checked that. It's 2 that died, not
so
1.
these are
Quite
still-
unlucky on the D6 rolls. Okay, so let's do this. So 1 of the
Yeah, heavy
big
wraith
guns,
cannon's going to go into that
him,
guy.
and the rest is all going to go into this.
Yeah,
unit.
I don't think if I kill like 1 2 blade guard, I don't think they're going to do much.
Okay.
So we're going to go into the star cannons first.
Lovely.
So hitting on 3s, rerolling this guide.
Ooh.
So that is just 2 hits.
Just 2 hits.
Wounding you on 2s. So 2 wounds, AP 3. So
2 wounds, AP 3. So onto my invaluable save,
damage
right?
2.
Okay. Let's get this out. 2 wounds. Damage 2. So 4 ups. Pass both.
Okay. And then the Wraith Cannon do 3 shots. So 2.
2 shots, yeah.
Hitting 2 hits and 2 to wound. So 2 saves.
2 saves. 4 ups. Reroll that one, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
That's one.
So
goes
1
through.
dead.
1 because you use that. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. So.
Okay. And then D3 shots into the contemptor for 2. Hitting on 3s, rerolls, 2 hits, and then wounding on 2s. Rerolling the one I haven't rolled on. So 2 wounds.
2.
And 1 is just goes through because it's a 6, and then 1 is AP 4.
Okay, so 5 up. It's a 5.
So 2d6 damage.
2d6 damage, yeah.
For 10.
It is 10.
That will
so
kill him.
does he explode first?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Or
So
does he
he
explode
does.
even when he dies? He gets.
Yes, he
explodes?
does. Yeah, he does.
Because that would mean he could
At the
explode
first time this
twice.
one is right, remove it without resolving the
Okay,
device. Okay. So shall we use that roll for getting up?
Yep. And how many
okay.
wounds?
So how many wounds?
1.
1 again.
Okay.
Lovely. Okay.
I
so-
might charge him now.
Yes. Wow. How unlucky is that? Come on, give it to me. Say it's unlucky. Say it on camera.
Very unlucky.
So, with 1 wound left, he's basically going to charge.
Yes.
He's going to charge the swooping hawks first. Let's
Yep.
do that on camera.
So a 5 should be fine.
5, yep. And then the Wraith Guard, the Wraith Knight,
pretty much
they
both
basically
are in,
can't fail. Oh, he's in. Okay, so both are in. Let's go get those attacks ready. So how many attacks each? You need 1 wound to go through.
I just need 1, mate.
And I think you're going to do it.
If I
can't
do
believe
that-
both contemptors have come back with 1 wound, and they did not want to do that. When are we going to go? Let's do the swooping hawks first. Yeah?
I'm just
Swooping
trying to
hawks
see.
first?
The Exarch has an Eldari Power Sword, but he's not modeled, is he? So I'll just
No.
say he doesn't have, even
Yes.
though it's free upgrade.
Okay.
5, 6,
Good.
7, 8, 9,
So
10.
you're learning.
See?
You're learning how we do it.
See? Hitting on 3s with a reroll. Oh, it's fun. So, wounding on
good.
6s with a reroll.
Sixes, yeah.
Just need 1 with his weight. Oh,
That is 1.
That's 1.
That's 1. No
2
EP, right?
Yeah, 2 up.
2 up.
Oh, and the Wraith Knight.
Okay, and then the Wraith Knight.
Hitting on 3s with a reroll.
Do you have every phase a reroll?
Yeah, 1 hit and wound each time they shoot or fight.
Wow.
It is ridiculous. 5 stone with a reroll. Reroll.
Ooh.
Nope. So it's gonna hope
No.
I survive.
So I hit back, right?
Yeah, but you're on. Yeah. So
I'm going to go into the swooping hawks.
you don't degrade or anything. So go into.
I'm going to go. So I'm
Kill
going to
the hawks.
go into the hawks, hitting on 3s. But now is my chance to kill
I
him.
have a 4 -1 that is unlikely to kill me.
It's unlikely, but I can wound you.
You can
And then
wound
next turn, you would strike first again. But
I suck those.
I'm going to go into it. Now that I have Oath,
Go ahead.
I just have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling.
Yes.
Obviously failed both.
3 hits.
Do you want me to re-roll that one?
Do you want to reroll it?
I want to re-roll
Go
it.
reroll it. Go ahead.
And then
5.
5s to wound. Re-roll.
1.
Just 1.
So on a 4. Takes 2.
Damage 2.
Down to 7.
Down to 7. Okay, so that finishes off your turn
Yes.
3.
So
Now that goes away, right?
this goes away now. So I will get Secure No Man's Land for 5 because I hold 2, and I will get Area Denial for 3, I believe.
Okay, what's your OC here? Yeah,
I have
definitely. Now, wait.
Yes.
In the fight phase,
Yeah, but
Dante...
is it after they charge or is it something?
No, it's within 6 inches.
Okay, well, so I'll have to do it on 2 units, right?
Yes, on 2 units. So what is your OC? What is your leadership?
No, he
Sorry,
will. You won't be able to get it on him, right?
because he's fallen back, right?
He's over 6 inches,
Yes, so he's fine.
so he'll be fine. So I'll get my Secure No Man's Land because the fast year is there.
Okay, just because of that.
Yeah,
But do you want to do an OG thing?
Oh, just
anyway
in
on him?
case. I'll be fine on the 7 because that's 6 to 7.
Okay, so that's it. So you score points?
Yes. So Area Denial for 3 because you are within 6.
Yes.
And Secure No Man's Land for 5. And there we go. On to
Perfect.
your turn.
On to my turn 4.
Your turn 4 now.
Wow,
yes.
we're going on to turn 4 in 40k 10th edition. This is
crazy.
good. This is a good thing. Turn 4 movement now finished. Oathed the Mr. Dready
Wraith
Wraith Knight thingy.
Yes.
And apart from my movement, what I've done is these Bladeguard have moved up, now needing a 6-inch charge, I think it is, to those Birdie Man. And then these guys have moved over the ruin now onto here, because this is the last objective that we get at the end of the turn.
After
So
this round, the next round, that one's
I'm
left one.
fighting there. So what I got Investigate Signals. This is why I have moved back with this Bladeguard unit, and my Infiltrators have moved back. I
Yep.
won't be doing it this turn. I'll be waiting to do it with 2 units next turn. And then my what do you call it?
Eradicators.
Eradicators have moved up, and are basically going
So
to
let's
probably shoot this this guy there. And
I am overwatching.
that's it. That's basically my movement. Overwatching. So you're overwatching before I move,
Yeah, so
right?
I'm going to hold one and
Okay.
roll the rest. So one hit, I will use a reroll for Eldar. And I think I'm probably going to
Make that a 6.
make this a 6. I'll make this one a 6 just by using the Spirits here. I'm deciding whether I want to use my Farseer 3 this turn, or whether I want to save it for a save. I don't think I'm within 12 to even do it on a save.
Okay. Remember
So, yeah.
that this isn't. This is obscuring, right? This block is obscuring. Right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to actually use the 3 and make it a 6 because he's out of 12. He can't save
Okay.
it
So
with
3 are going through.
So 3 hits.
So
Wounding you
1
on-
is the fast you're making a 6. That's
One is
disgusting.
making the Spirits here, can just flip it to a 6.
Okay.
The Farseer I have to use it before. I'm swapping it for a 3. But then because it's a Farseer, I'm using one's big ability to make it a 6 because I have to hit on 6.
So what? But haven't you
Once
done
per
the
turn.
once per
Once per turn,
once per turn? Okay.
So 3 hits,
Yes.
wounding you on 2s.
2 towards, yes.
With a reroll in speed, which I will reroll this one here. So that is 3
Three.
involves. You have to do it one at a time, right?
Yep. So 4 up.
So
It's a
d6 damage.
Have
on
you
him.
got a CP?
You have 1.
I'm going to reroll this
Okay.
for 1 CP into a 1.
So
obviously.
d6 damage for 5.
Ah, this is bad. That's big though. See, 5 ups.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Then
And then
the
I've
next
got
one
my
you
Sanguinary
take on the
Priest.
priest, right?
Doesn't have an invul save. Minus
Minus 4.
minus 4.
Goes right
So
through, right?
is it a 2 up save? No, it's a 3 up save. So it goes straight through.
How many wounds is he at?
He's got 4 wounds.
Not anymore.
That's the 4. So he's dead. And,
And
then
then
I've got
Dante's involved.
2 more
One more
wounds.
for
1 more wound.
on Dante.
And he's got
Presumably a 4 up, right? Is Dante?
he's got a 4 up, but I just want to check how many wounds he has because it's
Probably
D6,
more than
right?
6, right?
It is 6 wounds.
Ooh. 4 up and
4 up.
Okay.
It is a 4.
So we kill these 2. I'll take
Okay.
it.
Yes, but he survives. Perfect. Okay, so that is the end of movement.
Yep.
You've seen more shenanigans there, and let's go into some shooting. Okay, starting off the shooting phase, I have the Contemptor firing into the Oathed
Wait, right?
Wraith Knight. I'm going to do the Combi Bolter into the Swooping Hooks, and I'm going to do the Melter obviously into him. So first of all, let's do the Combi Bolter first, hitting on -1, right?
Yeah,
Still?
always.
Hitting on 4s. Rerolling because I know don't have oaths, don't have
So
oaths.
just 3.
So just 3 and 3's 2 wounds.
Yeah.
2 wounds, no minus.
What do Super Dogs have? They have a 4 armor save.
4 up, I'm saying.
We're good.
Both saved. Okay, and then we've got the Melter shots,
Yep, on
hitting on 4s, 2 hits,
And 5s.
and 5s. Twin linked. Well, no,
Oath, twin links.
That is the 2. That is exactly what I
Yeah.
need. 4 ups or
No, 6 ups.
ooh, 6 ups, -4. Yeah,
Yeah.
6 ups. Don't do this, Aaron.
No.
Oh,
He's probably dead.
Oh,
D6 plus 1.
Oh, that's 5,
So that is
6, 7,
6.
7.
Yeah, he's dead. Does he block?
Yes, he's dead.
No.
No. Wow,
But at
that's
least
huge.
That's, I mean, it's good in a way.
Because why am I happy and you are happy? I don't like when you are happy.
The only reason was because the Bladeguard now, like the charge, I was thinking because they're probably going to die in combat anyway.
Yes.
But at least now you have to make the charge with Dante and stuff, so it's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, if the Swooping Hawks die, then it's pretty big.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fire at this lonely
Yeah, go ahead.
Wraithguard. So here we go. That is the Melters first, hitting on 4s. 1 hits and
But
1 wound.
Oh yeah, 1 wound. Right.
Yeah.
So 4.
No,
D6?
D6. Here's 4. So
He's
he's
dead.
dead. Okay. And then we're going to go Dante is going to fire into the Swooping Hawks. Can you fire into combat? Yes, right?
No, not if I'm not a monster vehicle.
Not if you're not monster vehicle. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is it. That is all my shooting. We're going to go into some quick charges. He's going to charge in.
Go ahead.
And we roll that 2. Into a 1. I believe I needed a 5. Do you want to measure quickly?
I believe you completely. Well, what did you roll? A 6?
A 6, yeah,
That's fine.
so
We're
we
doing 7. So the 6 is good.
So it's fine, no?
yeah.
Okay.
Just about.
And then Dante. That's
He's
a
a
10. So he's going to go all the way.
That's it. You could have gone into the Wraith Knight, right? So.
Okay, perfect. So let's get some dice ready and go straight into combat. Here we go. In the fight phase, first of all you have to do an OC test. I think it's now. Let's do it now before
Okay,
we
go
forget
ahead.
again. -1.
7 should be fine. They might be. They're 6, so yeah, 7's fine.
Okay, with the -1. So hitting on 2s here. And these are auto wounds. So
They're dead then with those little wounds, right?
yes, because they are -3 AP.
I have a 5 up involved. Actually,
Oh
so how many
wait.
is it?
So then I have to do. I think it was this many. It was 3 6s, right?
Okay.
Auto wound. I don't know what happens, but let's wound here. So that many. So 4, 5, 6, 7. AP 3. So
I am dead.
Dead, yeah. It's good that you checked that.
I was like,
because,
just check, make sure.
yeah,
Someone
you
would
never
scream,
know.
right?
You never know. Yeah, definitely.
Some of these models are metal and some are fine cast.
Okay,
and
so I
it's,
can pile in, right? I can move. Or no?
with the ones who made a charge. Yeah.
With the ones that make
so
a charge.
Dante can and they can, but
Okay,
not the.
so he's gonna move there, and these guys are gonna move there, there, and there. Okay. I'm just gonna do that. Whoop,
Yeah, go ahead.
Can't do that. Probably do that. It's illegal.
Okay, so
Okay.
that is your turn.
That is my turn 4. So I did get overwhelming force.
Yeah, and
what
you
else did
kept
we-
investigate signals, right?
I kept it because I want to
to
do it for the next turn. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you your points.
Lovely. On to your turn 4. Turn 4, movement over. Cards now in play,
Yes.
and they are.
Bring it down an overwhelming force.
Okay, so you can kill my Contemptor. That will give you some
That'll bring
points.
it down.
And overwhelming force
Kill
is
you off the objective.
keep me off the
which is
objective.
pretty
So
good.
it's great cards again.
Pretty good. Oh, I mean, I've got bad cards at the beginning, but now
Yes,
I've got
but
good
now
cards.
it's 2 turns of like perfect cards.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's go on to the command phase. Have you done anything?
Guide on them. So
Guide
I got
on
off
them,
3 rolls,
okay.
and that was it for command phase. Movement-wise, I've moved just 6 inches forward here. The Farseer moved just 12. The Warwalker went around 10. He's a battle truck, actually.
Okay.
But the
Yeah, he is battle shocked actually.
The important thing is that with that charge, I'm going to be saving my Farseer 6 to make an auto charge if needs be to get onto
Perfect.
the Bladeguard. So we
Okay.
just have a bit of shooting to decide.
Lovely. So, shall we go straight in, right?
Yeah,
Right as
go
well?
ahead.
So, Warwalker first?
I think I'll do the Warwalker first,
Lovely.
and he's just going to put both shots into the Contemptor.
Yes.
So we will do the Bright Lance first,
Okay.
which hits a 1, so we roll that with an Elder, misses.
Ooh.
And the missile launcher
Fails.
misses. Oh, I can't reroll it. Don't
Can't
worry.
reroll, yeah,
Can't
can't reroll.
So I'll have to use my
Wow.
stuff. It's okay.
That was good.
So then we will go for the Farseer, probably. I think I'm going to go into the Bladeguard here.
Okay, this is with the Farseer, right?
Yeah. So he's gonna sling his Eldritch Storm first.
Lovely.
D6 shots for 5.
Here's the big fan.
Hitting on 3s, and we'll use a reroll here.
Okay.
No.
Good. This is
And strength 6, so 3 still. 3
2.
wounds.
Minus?
Minus is -2.
Okay, so 4 ups, yeah?
Yeah.
Pass them all.
There we go. And the Shuriken catapult.
Can you do both?
Yep,
Yes,
it's
okay.
both. So 2 shots, 1 hit. You don't have to use reroll, I'll say I did.
Fails.
And I don't think I used the reroll.
I don't think, yeah, I think you can use it because you haven't done
Oh,
it
it's
yet.
twin linked anyway. What am I saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
so 1.
1 at AP 1, damage 1.
Okay, so that's a pass.
Okay, so I'm going to get some dice up for the Wraith Guard and move on to them.
Perfect. Okay, here we go. We're going to split attacks, which is important. We kill as much as possible.
Yes.
So, how are you splitting that up? So,
So-
2 of them can't get onto Dante.
This guy can't see.
Okay,
He's the only one that can't reach Dante.
but he can set the
But he
Contemptor.
can hit the Contemptor. So he's going to hit the Contemptor.
Okay,
Then I'm going to, with the 8 remaining, 5 are going to go for Dante and 3 are going to go for the Bladeguard.
Blade.
I'm hoping to kill Dante. The important thing is that I don't want to kill all the Bladeguard.
yes.
So,
because you want to charge them in.
yeah. So the one that's going to be on the Contemptor,
Okay,
hitting on 3s with rerolls. So he hits.
okay,
And then I'm going to roll to wound, but then I can obviously change it with the spirits here.
okay.
So 1 wound, but I will change it to a 6 for his wound roll.
4 dice.
So you don't have a save.
Doesn't explode.
Doesn't blow. Okay, but that's
so
good.
he removes.
Eldar BS.
Wizardry.
we call it. Eldar Wizardry.
Okay,
So the 3 into your Bladeguard.
3 into my blade first.
Hitting on 3s with rerolls. So 1 lethal hit, and then
Okay.
2 wounding on 2s. So 1 doesn't get a save, and then 2 saves.
Okay, so 2 4-ups.
Yeah.
Which 1 passes.
So D6 for the first one.
Yep.
1.
Is 1.
D6 for the second one. Is 4. So
It's
it kills
four.
a Bladeguard.
Clears. Let's be. Well, I don't want to kill Father Christmas. Even.
Father Christmas alive.
Okay.
And then 5 going into Dante.
Dante. Yeah.
3s with rerolls.
Ooh.
1 lethal hit.
Ooh.
Just 2. Well, 1. And then wounding him on 2s with a reroll. So this one has no save. And
Okay.
then 1 invul.
1 in 1. 4 up. That's a pass.
Okay, so D6 damage.
Yep. You need a 6.
I could also
And you also do
use
it
a
again.
fate dice. I haven't used a fate dice yet.
Okay.
I think it's more important that I do this and then I roll a charge. So I'm going to use a 3 and make it a 6 with the Farseer.
Okay. So he's dead.
Dante's dead.
So,
That's more important.
and you haven't done a. Was that what was the change into a 6 there?
That was the change to a 6 with
Okay.
the Spirit Seer,
Okay.
but I haven't used a fate dice, so I'm using a fate dice now, which is a 3, but I will use the once per turn to change it to a 6. It means I'll have
With
to
the
roll my
Farseer,
charge.
with the Farseer, right?
I'll have to roll my charge rather than what I was saving it for,
Okay.
but I think that's better.
Perfect.
So will you do the charge?
Yeah. So if you fail this charge, that's it.
I have a CP.
Okay.
That's
That is a
super
5. I think
move-
that's
you
yeah,
move
yeah,
forward?
definitely. That's in.
That's
Yep.
I will probably go 5 here, and then the others will do the pylons and stuff. I'm thinking I might charge. You don't have any cards that give you like assassinate or anything like that,
No,
right?
not right now.
So if I get,
I might get it.
Yeah. Okay. So I will. Your OC1 as well.
OC1 and the company champion is OC1. Yes, so OC1 on both. Sad.
Okay. With pylons and stuff, I'll get enough, so that's fine. I'll just do.
Okay, let's move everybody in and go straight into combat. Okay, going on to the fight phase, we have the Wraith Guard going into the Blade Guard.
Yeah.
So,
So just
4 of them can attack, no?
these 3, right? Can fight.
And this one?
He's not within. Oh, he's
Yes,
not,
he's within an inch. So.
And then hitting you on 4s, I'll use a reroll. So 3 hits, winning you on 3, strength 5, with a reroll. So 3,
3 wounds.
AP 0.
3 ups. That is
Okay, one down to 1.
Down to 1.
That's quite funny.
Okay, so I pile in and then attack. So I've got 4 attacks.
Oh, then I'll do my consolidate, right?
4 attacks
So
from
consolidate base there. Consolidate
1
base there.
and 4 attacks from the. Oh, what does the Primaris champion has 5 attacks? Okay.
I'll do my consolidate.
So here we go. Let's go with the Blade Guard first. I will reroll 1s.
Perfect. Good thing.
Reroll 1s. And
Toughness 7.
so 1 wound, and then I've got
Okay.
1 wound there first.
AP.
AP minus 2
4 up. We're good.
passes, and then we have the Primaris champion who's gonna go into your. I think I can go into while this model is leading a unit, add 1 to advance. No, each time this model makes a melee attack, the unit targets a unit. You can reroll the hit roll, and you can reroll the wound.
So he gets rerolls.
Killing that guy really doesn't do anything, right?
But do you have precision?
I do have precision.
Okay, then
yeah.
yeah, you can't go for him.
Does it do anything to the units?
I no longer have that flip dice, and I can't heal a dude in the start of
Okay,
my turn.
so let's do all his attacks into him.
Okay.
I want to kill a character.
Go ahead.
So that is
Check his thing.
4 hits,
Okay.
and I reroll. Sorry, I reroll.
Yeah.
That's 5 hits.
Strength.
Strength is 5. So
5s.
5 to wound.
Yes, it's on the toughness of the unit.
Oh, even if you
Yeah,
have
precision you allocate, but the toughness is still the unit.
Oh, nice. Okay, so 4.
4.
Wow, didn't know that.
And then just on my email.
Okay.
So fail 2.
Damage is 2.
He's dead.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know what that did, but maybe it did something.
Okay.
And that is the
that's
end of that. The only good thing that I was waiting is that Dante would have done your OC test there.
Yeah,
if
I
you would have
imagine,
survived.
but,
Can you roll to keep me happy, see if you would have failed?
So I need a 7, right?
That was my only
I
plan.
need a 7. I would have failed, pardon.
You would have failed. See, and I would have grabbed that 8 points.
Yes, but 15 points now at the start of turn 5.
15 points. I would have grabbed
That's
15
why you
points.
auto-kill Dante.
Oh, I can't believe you auto-pinned. So that was my plan. I thought it was 8. It was 15.
15.
Wow.
I'm just going to write down missions and move on to turn 5.
Yep. Okay, we're going on to turn 5, but it's going to be basically a quick briefing because what happened was I got the cards. I got Investigate Signals from last time, which I carried on because I was going to move with this unit of Infiltrators and this unit onto Kia. Now, I failed my leadership again, and I was battle shocked again for the 4th time. I had to use 1 time bunkers, and basically what I was going to do is I was going to go and capture this one. And it's all changed now. Apart from losing the 15 points over there at the very, very end, what has happened is I can't grab any points. I can't investigate signals by moving on to Kia, and I can't basically defend stronghold. So I get 2 points there.
Yes.
Now in your turn, what happens is this doesn't matter.
primary.
This just dies, and you get 15 for primary. And then apart from that, what you've done is you've moved with the Farseer, right?
So I drew Deploy Teleport Homer and Investigate Signals.
Yes.
And I used my once per game spend the CP to burn Investigate Signals.
Yes.
And I drew Capture Enemy Outpost.
Yes.
So then I spent the CP to auto advance 6 for an Eldar unit. So I've moved 20 with a Farseer. And he's done Deploy Teleport Homer in your deployment zone. And because you're battle shocked, he's captured the enemy outpost.
Yeah, because I basically can't do anything, right?
Yeah, because you always see 0 until the start of your next turn.
So yeah, everything's happened. A swing of what, like 20 something points?
Well, 15 for that, 8 for that, and then 5. So what's that?
28.
28 points
28
in
points.
the last turn.
Change. Wow.
Which
What's the score?
79-44.
If I got 15 points, I would have gone to 60.
60, and I'd be down to 64. So
To
it would have been a 10-10 draw in
60.
team scoring.
Yeah, you would have been down to that. Obviously, this would have died anyway, so you would have got the 15 points at the end of the turn anyway, right?
Yeah, because I scored at the end.
Yeah,
so I'll
you
still
would
get
have
my 15.
15, which would have taken you to...
I'll be on 79, assuming everything else happens.
No, yeah, okay, yeah, that's
But you just have your 15. So it would be 79 to 69.
To 69, so 10 points different. But this would have been different, obviously, again, if I wouldn't have failed that for the 4th time.
Oh, if that happened as well, then it would have.
How many points would that be?
Another. You would have, I believe, won by
2 points, right?
2 points.
Like
If
2 points.
if none of that happened, yes.
Which I failed 4 times there. Let's go on to the end of the conclusion. There we have it, the end of the game, the first game with all the new changes and big changes all around. And it's positive.
It is.
Right?
It is.
I know you've won.
But it would have been so different.
It would have been so different
before this.
Let's talk about why it would be so different. So basically you would have had like 3 more units on the table.
Yeah, and
2
you would
more
have
units
had
on the
like
table.
3 less.
I would have had 3 less. Your mortal wound outputs would have been much more devastating. Units would have just gone and you're dead.
When I rolled those 1s, for example, for the Wraith Guard, but then I rolled the 5s,
Yes.
they would make up for each other. Whereas
Exactly.
now every miss does hurt when you have those D6s.
Yeah, definitely.
Same as the Wraith
So,
Knight,
so
you know?
big changes. I'm talking about me, like I had 3 more units, and those 3 units, like one of them I didn't play it as well on my first opening turns on that corner, but it did make a difference because it means that you have to move towards them and all that. But the backline infiltrators wasn't in the initial list I played against DC's Word Bearers.
Right.
That wasn't in my initial list, and that unit has constantly been scoring points because it's just an extra unit on the table. My Eradicators weren't in my first list. They demolished Wraith Lords, right?
Wraith Lord, yeah.
And they were constantly bringing, they weren't reserved. You were constantly thinking about it. So
Of course.
having more stuff on the table is always good. And they're quite expensive units. Infiltrators have gone up in points. Eradicators are still 100 points, so you're talking about 300 extra points.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, interesting. I like it.
Yeah, I think that I'm very happy with. I still think Eldari are good, but I think that at least this style, like the Wraith Knights, etc., have been toned to a good level. I think Wraith Knights are not what they were.
They're not what they were, but I still put them in the top 3. I think still the
Eldar,
top
yes,
3.
not Wraith Knights.
Not Wraith Knights. No. I mean Eldar in general.
The issue with
they
Eldar,
are still very good.
The issue with Eldar,
They haven't fixed the
Fate Dice is still the best mechanic in the game, and it is unchanged. Their reroll, the battle focus, whatever it's called,
Yes,
the reroll to hit
it's
and
too
wound,
strong.
battle host is still too strong.
Yeah.
I think it's called
Should be
unparalleled foresight.
a to hit or to wound, not to hit and to wound with every single unit.
It's like, or hit of 1 or something.
Yeah,
Just something.
and the changing
less.
of dice should be like once per turn.
Yeah, I thought
not
they would
once
change the
per phase.
Farseer. I really thought they would change the Farseer. They didn't,
Yes.
which was interesting. The Spirit Seer as well, with the flipping with his enhancement, unchanged as well.
Yeah, and talking about points, like yes, some things have gone up. Fire prisms don't have Phantasm now to do what they do and stuff like that. But they haven't gone up in points that you say like, wow, they're now. There's so many things that are cheaper. The Wraith Knights probably is out the way
The points
unless you
don't
go
matter
Star
on the Wraith
unless you go Star Cannon.
I still don't think the Wraith Knight's good because the change to Overwatch and Phantasm means that I think the Wraith Knight's out.
Yeah,
He can't
and
Overwatch,
extra
he can't
points, and
Phantasm.
it's gone up in
And
points
he's
as
gone
well.
up. And his good gun, because obviously the
How many
start,
points was he? Sorry.
370.
He
He's now
started
at
at
510.
He started at 320, and at 510, you might still put him in. That's the crazy bit.
Like if it was 370 with no changes to Fate Dice, with all it was ridiculous. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, we're in a different world now. It's crazy.
Yes.
The big thing with Eldar is all that's still good. Bright Lancers and all that being like the same cost as other guns and everything, and still being super efficient with a reroll is an issue. I think that you just pivot to, as you say, you still take Night Spinners are still really good.
Yeah.
You still take things like Hornets are still good. Even Warwalkers, they're expensive now, but they're still really good.
Yeah, we mention it so many times. Like, there's so many good units in that index. It's not a codex, yes. That you just shift to different units.
Forbid when it's a code.
Yeah, you just shift to different units. It's like, this isn't good. Okay, I take this. Fire Prisms aren't that good. I'm saying that good because they're still lethal.
But they're unchanged. Just
You move on to this, you move on to that, and you can't change. Yannari is still very
What's
strong.
crazy is that like the biggest point change I think in the entire change is the Incon, which got up 80, and I don't think it's done anything because its rules unchanged.
Yes.
I'm paying 80 more for the Incon. It's still the Incon. It's still going first, gonna table some people. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then something like Wraithguard, I've only gone up 3 points per model, and I'm like 3 points per model is nothing.
It's something like 3 points is basically non-existent.
No, it's like 30 points for 10. Like, okay, I'll pay
you
30
don't
more.
fit. Yeah, so it's good. Like, and talking about Marines, having 2 or 3 more units on the table is very good. And this list, it isn't even shooty. Like if I actually incorporated some lancers who have gone up in points, if I'm not mistaken.
They're one of the
10 points. 10 points. It hasn't going to be that much. And maybe taken some other things and have a bit of shooty. It would have been an even more interesting point because I would have had backline firing. I think I've done pretty good for a close combat orientated with. Close combat is basically non-existent. So many times off camera we were like, close combat is so
the
bad.
one thing of the Elder that I was like, what's this? Was my 2 combat units killing 1 Marine.
And then what I think about close combat, just briefly, is like the AP throughout has gone down. So if you get into combat, suddenly you're not hitting well enough because your AP is 2. Your power fists, your mastercrafted power swords are no longer AP3. They're AP2.
And then my guns are AP4.
I know, and toughness has gone up. So
toughness has gone up, yeah.
So it's gone up across the board. Like I couldn't take a unit of Bladeguard that would just demolish a Warwalker before. 6 is 2 wound, and you still have a 4 up invulnerable save. So it's just so difficult to do.
Yeah.
But positive changes. Look, we've had it for a week, about a week.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's that bad. It's been like 5 days. The problem is we've been looking at it so much. It's positive changes all around. It's a good thing. The only bad thing I see is that it's more changes, more points, and we've only had an edition for 2 months, right?
I think
so
one of the things I love to do is look at 40k and think about 40k for hours, and I was confused.
Yeah.
Like playing this because I'm basically learning a new game.
Yeah.
So
at the same time,
for the people who maybe play casually and they're like, okay, here's another bucket load of new rules for you to change. It's a bit much.
Extra, and it's 2 weeks. You know, so there's a lot of people that people weren't happy with the change straight away. There was like 12 pages of designers' notes, right, straight away, fixing things in the book. Then points changes. Then there was a sort of change of rules, right, for Eldar and stuff like that. 2 months later, we're having more points drops. We're having a data slate straight away.
They said they wouldn't come till January.
And it's already here. 2 months later. It's scary that from here to January there won't be one, and there could be things that break the game again, which
there will be.
There will be.
No, there will be.
And it's a long period.
If it's not Eldar, I've just off the top of my head, Necrons look really strong. CSM look really strong.
It's a long period.
Yeah. T-Sun's only like 10 points up, and like nothing else. And like they are really strong.
They're gonna strengthen.
They will go up. There's a lot of things that might be like, oh, this could just rise to the top, and then we're gonna be unchanged.
It's better. Don't get me wrong. It is much better. Yeah. But I still think that there's something missing in 10th edition. I don't know what it is, but I have hopes that in the next 6 months, everybody will fix and it'll just get better and better. So yeah, it's all positive mostly. The problem is that the people that were about to say I'm out of here, it could go 2 ways. They can say like, oh, positive, they're changing, they've seen, or they will just go, I'm not even going to bother and just stop.
And I think a lot of that is how good Eldari end up being.
Yes.
Because I think if they are still number 1 or number 2 in the game.
Yeah, it's like all these changes, all these points, and they're still
the best.
Good.
It's after like 3 nerfs at this point. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, like why are we doing this?
So we're gonna see in the next 2 weeks. We'll be talking about it. We'll do live streams. We'll do part of Cult Show, and there'll be a lot of deliberation and talking about what is happening out there. And when the big pros get these books, you will see the list come and
start coming up.
It could get even worse. I don't want to be negative, but it could be a thing.
The big thing is LGT, London Grand Tournament, which is one of the biggest tournaments in the world, is at the end of this month.
Yeah, so we're going to see that.
Which will have the slate. Yeah. That will see whether we're in a good state, loads of different armies, or whether we have like all the same.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a cracking game, actually. Very, very close to the last turn.
Really nice.
With a really close. And I'm happy that my Blood Angels have actually competed against probably one of the best armies in the game at the moment. That being said, remember we have SM Plus, so a members platform for extra content. It's not only about extra content. It is also for supporting. So if you like what we do, if you like our battle reports, if you've been a long-time fan, this is how you support it. If you don't want to watch extra content, it is only for supporting. So that's what keeps the lights on, and that's what keeps us doing what we do. So click the join button. If you can't see the join button, many countries can't see the join button, you can actually go to the link below and press the link to join us on and be a member. That's it from us. We'll catch you in the next battle report very soon.